I think I'm... Wow, that was really bad.
It
looked like the stage tried to eat him.
Well,
he's like stuck in its teeth.
Well, he hurt himself.
Oh, God.
Listen, he really hurt himself. This was what, like 2010?
Call Lilith.
What a terrible stage.
Festa, go back.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah, that's the worst designed stage I've ever seen.
Where was he? Are there any detail where Kelsey Grammer was given a talk and he was on stage somewhere and literally he's walking and talking and the stage has like this, it's like a sawtooth profile on the front of the stage. And roll back to the beginning.
It's terribly designed.
Kelsey Grammer just falls off. Very beginning.
I was a UN interpreter.
Oh, good Lord. Go back.
I got to hand it to him
Through It's a Small World, pretending I was a UN interpreter. Good Lord.
That was terrible.
You know he crushed his, like, junk.
Yeah. Hey, I'm getting a thumbs up from Andrew. Hang on. Hey, bring up the Channel 2 Atlanta, whatever channel. Fox. No, it's Fox Atlanta. Bring up the TV reporter falls off platform crushing grapes with her feet at some winery.
It turns into a human seal.
You know, when I think of phenomenal wine, I think of Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, that's,
and her crusty white feet.
First of all, she was at a Renaissance festival, wasn't she?
Is that where she was?
Some kind of...
No, she was at a winery.
Okay.
They were in front of a big winery.
Hold on while Festa tries to find that. Hey, Andrew, is MJTV back up? Is that why you're giving me the thumbs up? That's it?
Oh, good problem solver.
All right, so what was the problem?
I have a new login for it now. It's all under my control.
So wait a minute.
More of Stefan.
So nobody would think to give you the new login? We have to be off the air on MJTV for 20 minutes before you get the new login?
It's my own personal one now, so I don't have to worry about corporate dealing with that anymore.
Or employees who haven't been here for 2 years.
All of these social media sites, MJ, the corporate office keeps to themselves and don't necessarily entrust to employees that could flip out tomorrow. I mean, which is essentially Andrew.
So, again, we apologize for the first, 20 minutes of MJTV not being available because we couldn't log in. But this happened 2 weeks ago. All right, Fester, do you have the Channel 5 thing?
I don't know what the date is on it. It was posted in 2010, but I have a feeling it was much earlier than that.
Oh, man, speaking of falling off stages, this is Fox 5. This was one of those morning live shots. This is like, I think, the Charlie Belcher of Fox 5 in Atlanta. You know, where they send out the goofy reporter to do the stories. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, this girl's silly.
Yeah. All right, so, hey, this is from Fox 5 in Atlanta.
These buckets are filled with grapes. What kind of grapes?
These are filled with Chamberson grapes, and the winner this Saturday, who's stomping music, eating international foods, having...
All right, so there was some festival. They're doing the live shot. They're promoting some festival where they're going to have a grape stomping championship, some kind of contest.
You can't tell the difference between her shorts and her legs.
Yeah, they've got the buckets, and they've got grapes in the buckets, and they're doing the stomping of the grapes, and the reporter is live. It's like, what, 8 o'clock in the morning on Fox 5 in Atlanta.
You can see the chateau behind them.
Yes, the chateau's behind them.
Wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts.
So as they're talking, you've got the woman with the festival with the reporter, and they're both in separate buckets on a platform, and they're stomping the grapes. They're stomping the grapes while they're talking.
It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. Oh, I can't. Oh, stop. I can't breathe. Stop.
No. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
It's like an SNL skit.
Hey,
Oh, no.
brilliant deduction there, Einstein.
dear.
Yeah, so the anchor,
Have you ever fallen like that, MJ, where you can't catch your breath?
Yeah, she got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, it's like when you're a kid, when you're like 6 years old, and
Yeah.
you start crying, and you start hypervent. Remember that?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I've fallen on my chest like that and had the wind knocked
Yeah.
out. You can't breathe.
That's a terrible
As
feeling.
an adult, that's happened to you?
No, when I I was a kid.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I was grape stomping my dad's wine.
But also, how long did the control room at Fox 5 in Atlanta, how long did they let the reporter like writhe on the ground in pain going, before they cut back to the studio?
You know what happens, MJ?
I'll tell you what happens is that the reporters in the studio were like, oh, God, not this crap again live. She's stopping grapes. And they're probably like not even in their chairs.
Yeah, she has a minute left. They're getting a cup of coffee. They're not going to be back in their chair for a while. They're not going to do anything. Not taking the other cameras.
We got goofball with the live shot.
She tried to be cute. She was like, stop. And then she was like, I'm going to be you. And right when she tried to be funny, she ate it.
And then, oh, my God. But the noises she was making,
Even
unbelievable.
a seal. She turned into a seal.
Oh, she did. Hold on. Hey, Fester, I got it. Hold on. I got to roll this again. You're right. She was like,
You're going to throw a fish at her.
here it is.
I can't breathe. Stop.
And there you hear the wind knocked out of her.
No. Oh, dear.
I think she's
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
And
Oh, dear.
just to be medically correct, by virtue of her talking, she is breathing.
Yeah, but
True.
barely.
Well, same thing if somebody's choking.
Right.
If somebody's, I'm choking.
They can't. They're okay. but
If they're saying they're choking, they're not choking. When somebody is really choking, they are silent. There is nothing coming. There's no air. There's nothing. They're not gasping. If there is nothing, like total
Are you choking?
No,
Whoa.
but if there's total silence, that means that, yeah, they are choking. And that's when you get behind them and do the Heimlich. Oh, Fester, you're in trouble.
No, I'm not.
Who can get their hands around you to do the Heimlich?
I could do it.
I know. I've already talked to my doctor about this.
Yes.
And he said, impale yourself on a bar end. Look
Put
for the
corner
bar.
of a table.
Oh,
Go to
that's
the
right.
restaurant.
You ram your stomach into like the edge of a table.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a nice edge right here that you could ram
Right.
into.
Yeah. All right. So Roxanne.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought I forgot about this, didn't you?
Well,
We
So
had a lot to talk about. just now.
Roxanne sends me an email. Sorry, no prep tonight. So I got no email from Roxanne with any show prep because the whole team, sans Froggy, sends me an email every night with
It's not what I did.
just stories and prep and ideas. Just
Froggy was meeting with Hal.
so I get an email from Roxanne late, 10:23 last night. Headline, subject is sorry, no prep tonight. And then it says, had an issue. We'll tell you tomorrow. Not on air in parentheses.
Roxanne,
okay.
You
How long is it going to take
okay.
to learn?
You can't send that to me and say, I had a big problem, no prep, I'll tell you tomorrow, and then not on air.
I said had an issue. That's it. Had an issue. And
You
Wow.
should respect that, MJ.
wow, not on air.
Well, you said that you're going to stonewall me if I try
Yeah.
to pry.
Let's also talk about what's in the email. 2 amazing segment ideas that I'd already told
Hold
you
on,
about.
But what happened last night?
I'm not going to tell you on air.
Oh, is this the stonewalling part?
This is it. Yes.
Oh, so that means
So you're
Stonewall Wilder.
Stonewall Jackson
Yes.
descended of Stonewall Wilder. Yep.
yes. The troops are looking very, very piquant today.
I
Like
think
a
they have.
mafioso
It was a
getting
hard day of battle,
I
mother.
think they have scurvy. Come on, what?
Stonewall Wilder.
Come on, what happened?
MJ,
What?
I can't talk about it. It is an issue within the Wilder household, and it is not to be discussed on air.
You had a problem
Mm-hmm.
in the Wilder household.
Or it's not really the Wilder house.
Yeah.
Wait, whose ever
I was
household
going to
it
say,
is.
It's the
who knows
problem
what's going on in his
in
house?
her stage name household.
I can't get. This isn't like a 20 questions. This isn't a guessing game. This isn't. I'm going to give you a little clue. Not on air means not on air.
But this
Ooh,
is
Stonewall.
intriguing.
It actually just became a guessing game.
Something happened. Oh, did Doug leave you?
Yeah, he left me. So that
Did
was,
Doug walk
yes,
out?
He did.
That's it. He's done.
MJ, no show prep today.
Hold on.
My husband
Did
boyfriend
your
just left me.
kids say that you're the worst mommy ever and then just took a bus to Phoenix?
They did. The whole family left me. So that's why it's the Wilder household. It was just me in the house. Everybody left.
See you later, toots.
You're not going to tell us what happened?
No, I sent you that specifically so we wouldn't have to go through this.
Is it personal?
Oh.
Yeah, if I don't want to talk about it, it's
apparently.
personal.
All right.
And it's had an issue. Talk to you about it after the show.
Just talk about it off the air.
Does it involve a flare up?
Oh.
Oh.
Fester, what is wrong with you?
I don't know what the personal issue is.
Metaphorically, maybe?
What is wrong with you?
Because if she has a flare-up of something, which we may or may not know, but it would be something, A, that's personal, B, something she probably doesn't want to talk about on the air,
Why would you even-
C, something that would stop her from sending you some show privilege.
Why would you even plant that seed, you bozo?
What do you-
That's disgusting.
She says it's personal and I don't want to talk about it. What? How far off am I?
I'm sure it's
You're pretty
very
far
far off of that.
Pretty far
Oh, yeah?
My God, what's
What's
the matter with you?
What do you think it
Dude,
is?
I have no idea.
It's not IBS. Was that an IBS sound effect?
All right,
No.
folks, how about
Use your imagination.
Oh.
I mean, obviously,
I did, and I got
Yeah,
yelled at by all three of you.
That's what Fester did with the All right. We've got morons in the news next. How about that? All right, morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Oh, you know what I just realized? We need Team Lot. Morning show, 6:38 here on a Friday. It is Friday, right? Yeah, I think it is. All right, weekend straight ahead. And guess what I have right here? I got a pile of the morons in the news. I'm sorry, a little distracted because Roxanne just asked us this kind of nutty question like 10 seconds before we're coming back from break here.
Did you do that deliberately?
No, it just popped into my head.
Commercials are ending. We're putting our headphones back on. We're getting ready to come back on there. Hey, can I ask you guys a quick question? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, what?
Roxanne, your kids are 5 and 3.
No, 5 and 2.5.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't talking about my 2.5-year-old.
What happened?
Froggy just walks in.
Hold on. I
Give
got
me a scoop.
Let me do morons in the news.
Yeah.
I got to write this down. All right. So, man, I got a lot of stuff coming up. So, Roxanne, when did you... Okay. So that's why I'm distracted. Roxanne just hits us with this nutty question 10 seconds before we come back.
And it's not like a yes or no answer question where you can just answer it quickly and move on. It's like a huh?
Yeah. All right. Early morons in the news. Man, I'll tell you what, the Tampa Bay area is in the spotlight again because numerous things that we've talked about over the last, week here are now making the national circuit. Like the cop being arrested for DUI.
Yes.
Now that's making all the national news, and it's like popping up everywhere. Last night I started seeing it all over the place, national headlines and this, cop arrested for DUI. And, of course, we did that earlier in the week. That was was it a Eustis cop that was busted in a popka, right?
Yeah.
Who was
Kopka busted in a popka.
Yeah, he was headed to work. He was going to his shift, and he was pulled over, right? Or was it a popka cop busted in use? I can't keep.
All right,
what the hell was it?
Pop.
This is a tongue twister is what
Yeah.
it is. It's in a popka kopka. No, he was in a cop car that said a popka on the side. He got arrested in Eustis, which is in Lake County.
But it was an Apopka cop?
Yes.
I know that Apopka and Eustis were both involved.
Yes, Eustace pulled over that Popka cop.
Yeah. All right. So what is this? This is Channel 9 Orlando. Yeah. A Popka police officer charged with DUI was, and remember, he almost 5 times the legal limit. He blew like a 0.4. A 0.4.
Guys, I just figured something out.
Oh, geez. What now?
Here we go.
This is why I've been saying why I can't say that word that I can't say.
You mean apocalypse?
Yeah, because I've been trying to say
what's
it like
that movie?
a popka. Like I'm blending those two words together.
What's that movie? Blank Now?
Apocalypse now.
Say it again.
I'm blending these words. That's what my problem is.
What's the name of it?
Apocalypse.
What?
Apocalypse. I can't say it, guys.
You can't say
I
it.
have a block.
I challenge every salesperson here at Q105 to work in the word apocalypse in Roxanne's commercial reads.
Or, you know what? What happens if there's like a new business that opens up?
Yeah.
And it's like the Apocalypse Bakery, and they want Roxanne to do commercials
Yeah, right?
for the brand new Apocalypse Bakery. All right, here we go.
Glitch.
Let's record the commercial. All right, Roxanne, here we go. Take one in 3, 2, 1. This is the new Apocalypse Bakery opening up
Yes.
in Bel Air Bluffs.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Go.
You've got to visit Bel Air Bluffs. The donuts, the treats, the pastries. Go now to Apocalypse. What was it again?
It's the
Apocalypse Bakery.
it's the Apocalypse Bakery.
Is it right by Acropolis? Can you say Acropolis? What is that other one?
For all of your like birthday
Acropolis.
cake and
Yes.
special events needs, where do you go?
Apocalypse
That wasn't
Bakery.
That wasn't
What the-
awful. It wasn't
better.
good. It wasn't good, but it wasn't. What?
There's Roxanne.
Apocalypse.
All right, let's wrap it up. Where? Give me the. They're in Bel Air Bluff. So Bel Air
Yeah.
Bluffs.
We're still doing the commercial.
Oh, we are. All right.
It's a 60. It's a long commercial.
Yeah, it's a 60-second commercial. All right, and then wrap up the commercial for the new Apocalypse Bakery. Go ahead.
Oh, my kids love sweet treats, and I love to give them a treat. So we visit Bel Air Bluffs. We drive all the way out there just to visit Apocalypse Now. Or Apocalypse Bakery.
The
Apocalypse now. Fire.
You know,
It's the Apocalypse Bakery.
too bad Apocalypse Bakery isn't in Apopka.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, hang on a minute.
Second location.
All right, so the second location has just opened up. It's the Apocalypse Bakery in Apopka. All right, go.
You may see. I can say Apopka. No, I can't say Apopka. Okay. the new bakery in Apopka is the place that you must go to. The Apocalypse. Did I say it
No,
that
you
time?
did not.
Remember to say your name at the beginning of the commercial and then go.
Hi, Roxanne Wilder for the Apocalypse Bakery. Go in Apopka.
Okay. Hi, Roxanne Wilder here. And if you've been enjoying the Bel Air Bluffs Bakery, you've got to go to Apopka now, because they have the
Apopka now.
second location of the Apocalypse Bakery.
Holy cowabunga.
I feel like this is an apocalypse.
Hey,
Happening right now.
they just fired you. Fester,
You're
you're
like to smell a napalm in the morning.
Fester's the new spokesperson for the Apocalypse Bakery.
And he
Guys,
would be a great
Guys, are you looking for donuts? Guys, you have a problem with your Long Johns?
After your ED problem, are you looking for a birthday cake?
After you go to the South Bay Medical Clinic, go to the Apocalypse Bakery.
Where the hell was I?
Apopka.
Oh, I was talking about all these stories that we did
Yes.
earlier in the week. Now they're like getting national attention, like the cop that was pulled over for DUI with a .40. That is unbelievable.
So a friend of mine who is a functioning alcoholic heard us talk about this
Are
story.
you serious?
Yeah, I have several functioning alcoholic friends, and he pointed out to me, he goes, because the story said that the officer had, he claimed to have 3 tall boys, and he had an extra one in his car, so he drank essentially like 40 ounces or 50 ounces of beer. He says, that's not enough alcohol. This guy must have
Yeah.
had some serious stuff.
Like
Yeah,
a
we
bottle
figured
of
that out.
vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that story is going national. It's all over the place last night. The other story that's going national now, and then I got to get back to the morons in the news, is the lightning strike on I-75. Now, we talked about that like early in the week. That was the couple. They were in 2 cars, the daughter and the father. They were in the F-150 ahead, and the mother was in another vehicle behind, and she captured lightning striking. She captured Steven Stamkos and Kucherov falling right on top of her husband's pickup truck on I-75. And the video is nuts, and that's been picked up by like all the national news wires now. So, all right, let me get back on track here. Early morons in the news, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to do 2 chunks now. We have a late addition to the 4th of July fireworks morons in the news. This did not end well. What happens if you try to launch a pretty serious firework from the top of your head?
Oh, I've seen those helmets before.
Oh, my God. 43-year-old guy lit a firework on top of his head. Dude, don't laugh.
Why? He's a dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
He's dead.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Officers in San Antonio, Texas, were called to a residential... This is San Antonio, Texas, not San Antonio next to...
Beverly Hills?
No, next to Dade City.
I know.
Yeah, no, this is San Antonio. All right, so San Antonio, Texas, cops were called to a residential area right after midnight on Tuesday. So it was already July 5th, right? So July 4th night into the next day, just after midnight, they were called. They were told there was a fireworks accident. So the first responders found the victim suffering from a severe head injury, terrible head trauma, and in fact, I don't even want to say this. The victim was identified by the Bear. By the way, the county over there is Bexar. It's pronounced Bear, not Bexar. Bear. So the Bear County Medical Examiner's Office said that Pablo Ruiz was 43 years old. Ruiz's friend who witnessed it said that Ruiz had been drinking when he chose to light a mortar-style firework from the top of his head. And they think maybe he placed it upside down and, well, it went into his... It was not a pretty scene, let me put it that way. But I mean, even if he had it facing the right way, if you had a mortar-style firework, and even if it was going up instead of down, I'm thinking you still probably would have been slightly injured.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, this is horrific.
Okay.
So, hey, alcohol and fireworks. Listen, when you've got like professional-grade fireworks, those are for professionals.
If something goes boom, alcohol cannot be involved.
So,
Fireworks,
Well, there are
guns.
many things that don't go boom where alcohol probably
Well,
shouldn't be involved, but no, that's
one category.
That is a very good point. It is a good category. Yes, Fester.
I'm just thinking, those mortar style ones that are about the size of a baseball or even a little smaller, they sell them at roadside stands. When you think of mortars, it's not those big mortars that they use at the professional fireworks displays.
Here in Florida, do you still have to sign the waiver? Like, yes, if you go to like a fireworks tent in like a Big Lots parking lot or something, and they've got the fireworks tent set up, do you still have to sign the form that you're buying the fireworks to like scare like birds away, that you're an agriculturalist, or that you're signaling trains? I'm serious. That was years ago. That was on the form. That you were buying the fireworks not to light off in the cul-de-sac in your neighborhood. You were buying the fireworks to like scare away birds from your crops in the field, or you were buying fireworks, I think, to signal trains.
So we have a fantastic sponsor here at Q105.
Here comes Amtrak. Got to signal them.
Galaxy Fireworks.
Yeah.
And I was out there on Saturday before 4th of July.
that's right.
And it was packed.
Yeah.
And I remember I went there years and years ago, and they had the form. And this year I didn't see the form at the register.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
Did
know.
that change?
I didn't ask to be refreshed on firework sale laws.
Anyway, don't light fireworks from the top of your head. I think that is a pretty common sense little suggestion. But listen, that's on the heels of that crazy Simply Safe home video. Another thing we talked about earlier in the week was the surveillance video from a Simply Safe camera, and it captured the fireworks accident that went awry in this yard, and we never found out where it was, right? And insane, crazy. I have the audio here. What time is it? Do I have? Yeah, I got a couple of minutes here. So the insane audio of what happened during this fireworks display. Just a front yard. They're having a 4th of July party in the front yard, and it looked like some teenagers were lighting some fireworks on the sidewalk, and this bottle rocket went errant, and it shot parts right into the people on the front yard, and then it also shot a part of the firework into the huge box of additional fireworks behind a minivan. There was even a kid there. Did you see the little kid jumping like he got hit in the leg as well? But the bottle rocket that didn't go up but went sideways all over the place, it lit the box. It lit the box of a huge amount of fireworks on fire. Listen.
You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work. Who did that?
Yeah, who did it? Now. That's the whole box behind their minivan in the driveway. And it's still going off. They had a whole corrugated box, a brown box, cardboard box filled with fireworks, and they lit the bottle rocket like 20 feet away, and it shot at the people on the front lawn, and then one part shot right into the box of fireworks and lit the whole damn thing on fire. It looks like it damaged the blue like Chrysler minivan in the driveway as well.
I don't know. I think that'll buff out.
How many thousands of dollars do they have in fireworks? My gosh.
That was crazy. Anyway, didn't we put that on the website? Didn't that go? Yeah, it's up at mjmorningshow.com. If you missed that one, it's up on videos that we mentioned on the show. So I still have a giant pile of morons in the news as we reminisced about a few things. Hold on. It is a Friday. We are packed today. Don't miss a moment of the show. The MJ Morning Show is back in minutes here on Q105. Morning show on Q105 and Phil Collins. Hey, what was the other story? I don't even know if we mentioned this. We might have touched on this like a month ago, but the whole Phil Collins situation. Of course, that was Phil Collins in the air tonight. But Phil's had all kinds of issues, and his estranged wife was making all kinds of crazy claims
about his dental hygiene.
Well, everything. His overall hygiene. Remember, his estranged wife, they're, I think, involved in like a bitter divorce, and she was saying that he wouldn't brush his teeth for weeks at a time, and he wouldn't shower for months. Crazy stuff.
Ooh.
But wait a minute, there was another story. Roxanne, do me a favor. Bring up the story. I don't know if we got to this, and this just jarred my memory playing the song. I think the estranged wife was accused of like hiring some kind of sorcerer to like put a black magic spell on Phil Collins. And I think they paid like this witch or something like $20,000.
What?
Oh, yeah, folks, I know this sounds insane, but speaking of Phil Collins, there was an item. You know what? We must not have talked about it on the show. I saw the story and I pulled it. I think it was right before I took Julian to scuba dive in the Maldives, and I think it got buried. I don't think we ever did it. Did you find it, Rox?
No, not yet. Can you give me some other words?
Yeah, Phil Collins, Black Magic.
Spell?
No.
Okay.
Did he ever do a song called Black Magic? Maybe that's coming up.
Just type in Phil Collins and.
Yes, she did. I found it.
Oh, you got the story?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Okay, so his ex-wife.
You know, the funny thing about Google, you got to have the right search terms.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I was putting in sorcerer, and it didn't like sorcerer.
Right. Oh,
So his ex-wife, Oriane Sevi, allegedly paid $30,000 to a black magic expert in a bid to gain control over Phil Collins. So that's taken it to the extreme.
Wow.
Frank Paula Sevi.
Was that the guy's name? That was a black magician?
You better clean
No.
that up.
Frank Paula is CV's former head of security.
Hold on.
And he's who said under oath that she had planned to put some substances, referring to the black magic potion, in
Right.
Phil Collins' wine.
All right, so wait a minute. The wife, Phil Collins' estranged wife, had a head of security for herself?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm Phil Collins' wife. I need security.
Make way, everybody. Clear the area. Phil Collins' wife is coming through.
All right, so the guy, Frank Paula, was the wacko wife's former head of security, and he said under oath that she hired some kind of you said, what is it called? A black magic expert?
Right.
To cast a spell?
And even devise some sort of, or put some tincture together to put in his wine.
Yeah.
Some voodoo tincture?
They were going to put some kind of black magic potion in Phil Collins' wine.
Maybe that's what made his teeth all rot.
Guys, I'm not making this up. This was page 6 in the New York Post.
So
And-
you know what? We can't believe what she says about his hygiene if that's what she was up to.
The woman allegedly wired money to the black magic guy in Colombia.
What the?
Do you know anything about an effort to, I'm going to call it, poison Phil or give him an unknown substance? Phil Collins' attorney, Jeffrey Fisher, asked the security guy in a deposition as they're, going through divorce. Yeah, Andrew.
Didn't she split up with him via a text message?
I don't recall that, but
I don't remember that detail, but it's completely possible.
Man, this is nuts. I mean, how whack does this lady have to be to allegedly hire some witch or whatever the hell he does in Bogota? Or was it Medellin? I don't know.
Or how terrible is Phil Collins?
Or how committed is she?
Hold on. Whoa. Are you saying, Froggy, that Phil Collins
Either she's really crazy or he's really awful.
So you're saying Phil Collins is deserving, potentially, of having a black magic spell put over him?
How bad of a husband do you have to be to have your ex-wife want to put a black magic spell on you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think about what was in her mind at the time, but she had to have been under severe duress to resort to black magic.
Yeah, you guys thought I was making this up. And then there it is. It's a New York Post story from, what was the date on that? I think it was like a month ago?
It was June 1st.
Yeah. So a little over a month ago, and I had that in the pile, and we just never got around to it. And then here we're playing Phil Collins, and I'm like, hey, that Phil Collins black magic story. Did we ever do that? Well, there you go.
Black Magic. Oh, no, that's Black Velvet.
You know, I wonder if Michelle has ever contacted some sorcerer in South America to get some kind of a tincture to poison my drink with,
Just after a really bad fight.
to put me under a spell.
I think Michelle would be more of the curly-haired, little short voodoo doll of you with little tube socks on. She just stabs it with a pin right in the knee.
What the hell are you talking about?
My knee.
She hits the ribs all the time. You're always having those rib pains.
You know, let me tell you something about Froggy.
Yes.
When Froggy says stuff like that, he's projecting.
Oh, I'm a projector.
That's actually, whatever Froggy says, that's what he actually like to do to me himself.
Stab you in the knee with a pin? Yes, of course. I have one right here. Let me do it right now.
Ow!
Yeah.
That's some good theater right there.
Froggy's got the MJ Voodoo doll going on over there. All right, let's continue with the morons in the news. Pinellas guy, Pinellas County. Here we are in the news again. Now, I'm sort of part Pinellas these days. I mean, listen, I'm a Hillsborough County resident, but I work in Pinellas every day. The MJ Morning Show here on Q105, we originate from Pinellas County here in northern St. Petersburg, right?
We're a product of Pinellas.
We are. The MJ Morning Show right now is a product of Pinellas. So this dude was arrested for allegedly trying to expel demons from a woman. I've got the arrest report here. Richard Doris and the 72-year-old victim were, I guess, together at this home when Doris grabs the victim by the forehead and started doing all kinds of religious mumble. I don't. Is that like talking in tongues or something?
How do you grab somebody by the forehead?
Hey, do you know how to talk in tongues, Froggy?
Talk like
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Well, oh my God, I had no idea you were so fluent.
Wow.
I had no idea you were so bilingual.
That's all, folks.
The police report says this guy started spouting all of this. They say, quote, in the police report, religious satanic rhetoric.
Ew.
Oh, satanic.
And-
Fashion Sue's probably like the movies.
Apparently, he claimed that he was trying to get the demons out.
Oh my gosh, it's like The Exorcist.
Yeah, the victim who was smacked in the head, the victim told him to get off of me. Let me go. I don't want to be touched.
Power of Christ
And
compels
then
you.
apparently Doris wouldn't stop touching the victim. Oh, he was a guy. The victim was a guy.
Named
And,
Doris? His first name
No,
is
no,
Doris?
no.
Oh.
Richard Doris is the wacko that was trying to exorcise this
Dick
guy.
Doris.
Yeah, that's his last name.
Yeah, Richard
Doris.
Dick Doris, Richard Doris. No, that's the perp. He was the one that grabbed the 72-year-old's head and was trying to get the evil spirits out, like Ernest Angley. Evil spirits come out.
Release.
Remember
the
that?
spirit.
Remember that guy, Ernest Angley? The guy was that dude. He was allegedly whacking people on the head, and
Yeah.
people that couldn't walk suddenly they were walking, or people that couldn't hear, he'd rub their ears and say, "Lord, rebuild the eardrum, and evil spirits come out." And then he'd whack them on the head. They'd fall over,
I can hear you now.
and
Yeah.
and then they were cured, right?
But his wife's in his ear like, all right, row 17. His name is Marcus Eversworth.
But meanwhile, with Ernest Angley, he could not somehow fix the horrendous toupee that he had on his head for 40 years.
He kept praying for the hair to grow back, though.
Apparently,
Hair grow back.
apparently the good Lord couldn't do that. So anyway, another wacko here in Pinellas County. So the police report says that Doris then pushed on the victim's head so hard, the victim fell onto an ottoman and slid across the floor. The victim hit the ground. The victim cut his forearm as this dude was trying to get the demons out of the body of the 72-year-old victim.
I'm supposed to knock them out.
My God, man.
Push on their head a little bit.
Again, Pinellas County. is becoming the epicenter of nutso.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's crazy. And then did you see the latest here? Another story that's putting the Tampa Bay area in the national headlines. You see the naked guy on the back of a flatbed 18-wheeler? Come on.
Where was that? That was here?
Yes, on I-75. Yes, this is brand new. This hit yesterday about noon. The story broke yesterday. Hey, Fester, bring this up. You got to show this to Roxanne. This naked guy on I-75 in Sarasota County was on the back of a flatbed 18-wheeler. You know the 18-wheelers that they carry like a giant bulldozer?
Yeah.
And it has like the back is elevated, then it has the dip,
Yeah.
and it goes low, and
I've seen those.
you'll have like a piece of construction equipment. This was an 18-wheeler flatbed, and it was empty, except for a butt-naked guy on the back of the flatbed as the truck is driving down I-75 in Sarasota County. This was, apparently this was like on June 30th, but the story just came out yesterday. And it is crazy. Hey, Andrew, you got to get the video up on our, you got to get the images up on our website at mjmorningshow.com.
Do we know why he was naked?
Why not?
Apparently it was drug related.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Apparently.
The guy was having some kind of episode. And the video was posted onto social media, but local media didn't catch wind of this really until like yesterday. And an unidentified overweight male who looks to be in his, I don't know, late 40s, if I were to guess. He's naked. The rain is torrential. There's driving rain, I-75 Sarasota, and there's a naked guy with nothing on the back of this flatbed trailer as it's driving down I-75 in Sarasota County. Anyway, motorists are dialing 911. You know, they're saying, yeah, there's a naked guy on the back of a tractor trailer here. I mean, how does that go? 911, what's your emergency? And yes, there's a completely naked man on the back of a truck on I-75.
Yeah, right between Fruitville and University Parkway.
That's where it occurred. And the cops were able to pull over the tractor trailer. And I guess the driver of the tractor trailer had no idea that there was a naked guy, this overweight naked guy in the back of his truck.
How would he know?
Listen, that's a good point.
I mean, you're driving this big old rig. You don't think somebody's going to be nude.
So all these motorists are calling 911, and can you imagine? 911, what's your emergency?
I was on Interstate I-75 between Fruitville and University, and there's some naked man on the back of a lowboy truck.
Hold on, you said naked?
Naked man. He's out there. It's pouring rain. The dong is out and everything, man.
Anyway.
All your 911 callers are hillbillies.
Yeah, every 911 caller sounds like they're out of the hills. They're from the Holla in West Virginia or something.
That was my Hasidic Jew impression. Yes. God. Yes.
That was your Hasid impression?
Yes. Mazel tov, y'all.
Anyway, so the person unidentified and the Sarasota County deputies, I guess they were able to take the guy into custody, and they took him to a local hospital for a mental health evaluation.
Yeah,
that's what's known in the biz as a checkup from the neck up.
Did they Baker Act this guy?
I'm sure they did. Yeah, according to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office spokesman, Douglas Johnson. By the way, it's a very appropriate name because the guy's Johnson was hanging out as well.
Doug Johnson from Sarasota PD. Listen, Mr. Johnson, tell me about the guy's Johnson.
No, it was the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office.
My apologies.
Yeah. They said, while we don't know what may have precipitated this man's actions, it's apparent that he was exhibiting abnormal behavior. This was a very dangerous situation for the man and the motorist traveling on the interstate at the time. We're thankful that we're able to resolve the situation safely.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do we do stories of people taking their clothes off and it's tied to drugs? My uncle was a homicide detective, and he told me that always happens. You do drugs, you take your clothes off.
Yeah. Listen, there's that famous video of the guy on PCP running down the street, and like 19 cops are trying to tackle him. Then there's another video from cops where they have the naked guy in like a barbershop. Do you ever see that one?
Yeah.
That's a famous cops video. Oh, a total classic. All right. I got to talk about the latest on the Bufo toad incident with my dog. I've got email and we got a question on the Bufo toad poisonous secretion. Michelle, did you see Michelle's rack last night? I took video of Michelle's rack last night. That and a whole lot more all next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand. Morning show on Q105, 723, MJ and Froggy, Fester, Roxanne, and Andrew, our producer. Andrew, is Hal Herman's 8-bit hit, is that all ready to go? It is? All right. Yeah, this is Andrew's first time working with Hal Herman. All right, it's Froggy.
Yeah, no, Hal's not in the studio yet.
Yeah,
Froggy is.
Yeah, Froggy gets angry when
Hey, what's up?
Froggy,
Andrew,
go
is
ahead.
today's 8-bit hit, does it have a theme? Or does it have like a genre that it falls under?
Why are you asking Andrew? Hal Herman's right here.
No, he is. That's Froggy.
I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
under the desk.
Hang on, let me get Hal. Yeah. Come out from under the desk, dude. All right, hang on a second.
All right.
Hello? Okay.
A lot of.
Hey, how's it going? What's the question?
Hey, so Hal,
Yeah, yes?
welcome back to the show.
Yeah, yes.
We've missed you.
I miss you guys as well, yo.
Hey, today's 8-bit hit, is there a theme or a genre? Or...
Oh, well, yes, there is. And you know what? We're going back to the 80s.
Oh, what a shocker.
Back to our roots.
But
Yeah.
there's a couple.
That's a real stretch, by the way.
Wait,
There's
Yeah.
a couple little jabs in there that are maybe they're not from the 80s. We don't know.
so are you telling me
Yes.
it's the 80s and more?
Well, that's about right.
That's the category.
The 80s.
It's the 80s and more.
So fitting.
Just like this lovely station, Q104 boys. What's the name? Okay, the wall says Q105. Sorry.
After a little bit of a break, because we've had some producer turmoil, Coop got really good at helping Hal Herman, Froggy, put together all of like the 8-bit hits and all of the little musical game shows that Hal Herman does. So after a little bit of a break, in order to let Andrew, our new producer, get acclimated,
Yes.
it's back. So,
It is
ladies
back.
and gentlemen,
Oh, God, what'd you do about my theme music? This is a turd.
Yeah.
I thought you liked
No.
this is the new Hal Herman
I
music.
don't.
That is if it was possible to have an auditory turd.
Now that I hear it in context of theme music, it really does suck.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Bring me back, if
Dude,
anything, bring me back the Eugene the Dancing Machine music.
Dude, at 6 o'clock this morning, I said I've got the new music for Hal Herman. It's like cheesy 1980s TV news theme music because Hal Herman, you were on, Channel 2 Whammo News?
Oh, it's on Channel 2 Whammo News in Medford, Oregon.
And wasn't this?
Yes, that is.
Wasn't
yes.
that the news theme?
And it takes me back to a horrible time of my career. I don't like it. I was a complete alcoholic back then.
As opposed to now.
And crack addict as well.
He was the first person on crack in 1980.
I turned in my stem and I said, listen, I'm giving it up.
Didn't you say something like, back in the 80s, didn't you say something like, and that'll do it for us at 6 o'clock. The NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw is next.
Now, that was terrible. Let me tell you how to do it.
All right, go ahead. Right, here we go.
And that'll do it for us here at 6 o'clock. The news is next with Tom Brokaw. And be sure to call. Damn it. I'm a little rusty.
All right.
I'm a little Let me try one more time.
Even for
One more.
Even for 1980s news music, this sucks.
Channel 2 Whammo News, and my name is... God, son of a bitch, I can't do it.
We'll do it live.
I used to do it so good.
Dude,
We'll do it live.
Just do it live.
you got to end it exactly like 6:29 and 59 seconds because
Yeah.
then they got to take the network news feed for NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
I used to be...
All right, one more time.
Okay, Channel 2 Whammo News, my name is Hal Herman. Thanks for listening. Up next, your local sports report.
What?
Wait, that doesn't make sense because the sports report would be on our show. Damn it!
You're talking all over Tom Brokaw. Hello, Tom Brokaw.
That guy ripped me off.
All right, hey, so good news, though. Hal Herman is back with a brand new 8-bit hit.
I need a microphone, though. I can't find my
I
microphone.
think the microphone is under the morning show office desk.
And this is where the 8-bit hit, this is where songs that you should know are transformed into that cheesy 80s 8-bit sounding Atari game console computer music.
You didn't put enough syllables in the word in the HIT word.
What?
That's not how you say it. You said 8-bit hit.
It's not that. It's called the 8-bit hey-yut.
All right.
You got to make it 4 syllables.
All right.
What is that, 8-bit what?
8-bit hey-yut.
All right, so coming up in just a few minutes, folks, the 8-bit hey.
You sound like a
There you
game show.
go. There you go.
Sound like a rank amateur.
Game show host with a stutter.
That'd be awesome.
I'm looking forward. It's the triumphant return of 8-bit hit. Your chance to call in and guess the 8-bit hit is coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Did nobody in the room, nobody saw the video at about, 9, 10 o'clock last night when Michelle was baking the famous chocolate chip cookies and I showed Michelle's rack?
I get what you're doing there. You're trying to take advantage of her actual rack to get people to look at the rack of cookies.
I mean, you saw how many clicks you got on the Johnny Depp T-shirt from about a month ago.
Oh, man, that had like tens of thousands of hits. So, Michelle, we've talked about this and her famous chocolate chip cookie recipe. And incidentally, I have email coming out the wazoo. People are sending me email. Oh, my God, I made the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Best chocolate chip cookies ever. I'm getting inundated, and it's not Michelle's recipe. It's a famous chocolate chip recipe for cookies from the New York Times, and the guy's name is Jacques Torres. So just do a Google search. If you want the most amazing chocolate chip cookies ever, just do a Google search, or Microsoft would like me to say, hey, do a Bing search for New York Times chocolate chip cookies. Jacques Torres is the author of the recipe, and they're incredible.
Do we get to see Michelle slam her rack?
Well, that's the point. So the cookie slam is on there. Festa, can you bring up the video from my Instagram?
Yes.
And folks, this is another reason why you need to follow my Instagram, because you never know. I got Michelle in like a bra and panties last night making chocolate chip cookies. No, I'm kidding.
What are you doing?
You do capture her bra list.
Hey, hold on. The truth is, she was, and then when I said I wanted to Instagram live the cookie slam after they come out of the oven, she had to run upstairs and actually put some clothes on.
So she was cooking in her bra and panties?
What are you guys doing? What are you, nudists?
She was, I swear.
Want some clothes?
I swear, Michelle was in her bra and panties, and she's like, I'm on the couch in the living room. I've got my Surface 8 Pro on my lap, courtesy of Team Logic IT, and I'm doing prep, and Michelle's like, hey, you want a chocolate chip cookie? And I'm like, you know what? I made myself a big poke bowl last night. You know, I made my own little tuna. Tell you what, did you see the picture of that? My poke bowl, I think you liked it, Roxanne.
Oh, of course I did.
So
why wouldn't I?
I took some sushi-grade tuna, and then I just put it in a bowl, and I put in some soy sauce, some sesame oil, some sriracha, and then stirred it up and put it over some Koshi Hikari sticky rice in the Zojirushi rice maker. My God, it was phenomenal. Yeah. So I'd kind of carved up earlier. I'm like, you know what? I don't need any more carbs. So Michelle, she has a ton of the cookie balls in the freezer. So she makes the dough, and then she has the balls of dough, and she just puts them in the freezer. And when you want cookies, go to the freezer, put them on a baking sheet, preheat the oven to 350, and blammo, in 15 minutes, you get amazing cookies. So Michelle says, hey, you want a cookie? And literally, she's in her bra and panties.
Yeah, I think food is part of you guys' sex life.
It's like 10 o'clock last night, and I'm like, hey, I got to do an Instagram Live. I need to capture your cookie slam, and then your rack. And she's like, I'm in my bra and panties. I'm like, this will really get a lot of hits.
That's what I'm talking about.
This will get massive views. Michelle, my wife, in bra and panties cooking, chocolate chip cookies. So, no, she ran upstairs. She actually put some clothes on, but I swear she was in her bra and panties. So
you've mentioned that.
I wanted to get
like 40 times.
I wanted to get the cookie slam. The cookie slam, and Fester, can you bring up the audio over here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Boy, you guys have some fun.
Everybody stand by. We're getting ready for the cookie slam. So this is me. So you can hear. Hurry up, Michelle. Almost ready for the cookie slam. They're about ready.
I got to fast forward in a little
bit.
All
right, folks. 350. These are Michelle's world-famous New York Times chocolate chip cookie balls. All right. So the cookies are done. You take the baking sheet out of the oven, and then you got to slam the cookie sheet onto a hard surface, because when the cookies come out, they're kind of like a little bit of a mound. Mm-hmm. When you slam the cookie sheet on like the countertop or the stovetop, it flattens them like the force. Here we go. Here it is. Now it's time for the cookie slam. There it is. Look at that. And then the cookie slam. The dogs go crazy. Hey, guys. So you heard the banging. That's the cookie slam.
Man, you guys are real excited about that.
And it flattens out the cookies.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, hold on. And then at the very end, I talk about Michelle's rack. Hey, roll the audio a little bit here. All right. Guys, so that was the cookie slam. Right. And you do that to take the
thicker.
Now, let me fast forward to the end because you got to see what's going on with the rack. Here,
We
watch,
have to.
watch this.
All right, folks, you got to see the world-famous Cookie Slam. Now it goes on the cooling rack. You want to see the other rack?
give it a few minutes.
You want to see the other rack I'm looking at?
No.
Let me show you the other rack I'm looking at. Come on.
So you're going to get canceled.
Let me show you.
Whoa. Then the video shuts off. But hey,
Hashtag me Todd.
I feel
you feel what?
I mean, me too.
me Todd, the me Todd movement over here.
I'm going to get me todded?
You know, MJ, you have,
Yes.
you have an amazing way of making a lot of things really creepier than they need to be.
Well, bottom line is,
on the cooling rack.
you never know what's going to happen
Yes.
in my house. And you never know what I'm going to Instagram live or whatever. If you don't follow me on Instagram, hit me up. Give me a follow. I'm Certified Todd Schnitt, my real name. Certified, the word certified, and then TODDSCHNITT. And, latest picture of Gatsby is up, and we got a little Bufo Toad follow-up here in just a second. But I want to share an email with you. Dude, Jeffrey Atkins wrote to me, dude. That's how it starts.
Bro.
Not a bro. I got a dude.
You got a dude.
Oh.
Dude, okay. I used the biscuit recipe that you rave about because of the great result of that. I tracked down the chocolate chip cookie recipe you were talking about the other day. Best cookie ever, in all caps and like half a dozen exclamation points. Thanks, buddy. Jeff. Sent from his iPhone, by the way.
My wife is still talking about these stupid cookies we had a week and a half ago.
I wish you never brought him up.
Yeah, Fester and Allison were at the house because BJ was in town, and Michelle made the cookies for dessert, and Allison was like blown away by these cookies. Again, it's the New York Times chocolate chip cookie recipe, but it's the Jacques Torres. So if you want to do a search, New York Times chocolate chip cookie recipe, and then just type in Jacques Torres, Torres, and that'll bring that sucker up. And I did put up a picture of Gatsby on my Instagram last night after the Bufo Toad incident. Now, Fester, do you have the image? Bring that up.
All right.
Yeah, people love this thing. People love. If you missed the video, that's another thing. I shot an Instagram live. If you haven't seen the Bufo Toad, the size of a dinner plate that Gatsby, our 4-year-old Jack Russell Terrier, got in the backyard and was in his mouth, and we heard all the barking. We rush outside, and he's got a Bufo Toad, and he drops the toad, and he's foaming and frothing at the mouth. And, of course, the Bufo Toad or the cane toad, they're poisonous. And these invasive sons of you-know-whatses, they're all over the Tampa Bay area. And after telling the story, do you know how many people emailed me or hit me up on Instagram saying, my dog died? I had like a dozen people say that their dog actually died from a Bufo Toad. And my heart goes out. I'm so sorry. Of course, a pet is part of the family. And we just got lucky. We were able to have him drop the toad. And then immediately we took the garden hose in the back and I ran water through his mouth for like 15 minutes.
So you mean to tell me when you first saw the dog, he had like a frog leg sticking out of his mouth?
He had a whole damn toad. I'm telling you, the toad was huge.
He bit into it on the backside. So
Right.
like the toad's mouth and rest of his torso were hanging out the front.
Exactly. So you can see the toad is in the Ziploc bag and you can see the puncture marks in the back. So I think that might be also partially what helped save Gatsby is the really poisonous excretions come from glands next to the eyes of the toad. And I think Gatsby grabbed the toad from the back. Now, he still got poisoned because he was frothing and the saliva and the foam and everything. But I think it would have been much worse if he would have grabbed the front. He would have got a heavier dose of poison. And I don't know what would have happened. But we rinsed all the poison out and Gatsby survived. But I got a ton of email on that. A lot of people saying, hey, you're so lucky. My dog didn't make it. So please be careful. The Bufo Toads are all over the Tampa Bay area. And they are ugly and they're poisonous. So I get this email from Kelly. And Kelly says, hey, MJ, longtime listener here. First off, I'm glad Gatsby is okay. Do you remember when the article came out a year ago or so about crazy celebrities that smoke the Bufo Toad venom? Crazy effers is what she wrote. I was thinking about this article that I read during your story this morning, and it just popped into my mind. Google it, and it's a People magazine article about celebrities claiming that they smoke bufo toad venom.
What?
That's what I want to put in my body.
Hey, look that up quickly. I meant to print it out, but I didn't get around to it. And then we got to move on here. But it was a type in people.com and then bufo toad venom and see if the story comes up. That people are smoking bufo toad venom? Really? That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I'm not doubting the story. It's a real People magazine story.
So it's a psychedelic drug.
Right.
And it gives you like a 20-minute trip, and it's supposed to be amazing.
Mike Tyson said that he smoked it.
Festa, don't condone smoking bufo toad venom.
So, Mike Tyson's done it. Chelsea Handler, Christina.
Hold on. Hey, I know who you're talking about. This is from December 9th of last year. This is December 9th of 2021. All the celebrities who died from smoking toad venom.
No, they didn't die.
Hold on. No, the headline says that. But they didn't really die. They all got hopped up smoking toad venom and died.
In quotations.
Yep. And now they're high and mighty about being reborn. So they claim that they like spiritually died and then came back.
Sounds like there are a lot of kooky things going on in Hollywood.
Oh my God.
I saw one person describe one celebrity on a show. She said that it like kind of took all of her anxiety and pressure of life away, and she felt reborn in that sense. So the old her died, and she was a new person on the other side of the.
Don't smoke toad venom. Don't smoke the toxin that comes out of bufo toad glands. Hang on, I got to take a phone call here. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Is this MJ?
Yeah, this is MJ.
This is Barry the Bufo Toad.
This is Barry the Bufo Toad calling in?
Yeah, I'm the cousin. My cousin Bobby was recently murdered by your dog, I believe.
Oh, no.
Is that true?
Hold on. Do I hear like crickets chirping in the background like you're in the wild?
Yeah, I got about 5,000 crickets behind me and about 1,400 frogs ready to come get you right now.
You're
a murderer.
I'm getting.
Let me say one thing.
Yeah.
We have a bad. Hey, guys, shut up for a second. All right. Everybody relax. We have a bad rep. You know, we don't really poison people. That's not real poison. That's our love juice. That's how we mate.
No, it's not.
What?
No,
it's true.
No, it's a defense mechanism for predators that are trying to get you. You bufo toads excrete the poison to try to render your attacker helpless.
Is that true, Gary? Yeah, it's true.
Listen, I'm not talking to Barry the Bufo Toad.
Oh, Barry the Bufo's talking to Gary?
What are you talking about? I'm his best buddy, and he doesn't know that he poisons people for a living, but he's a jackass.
All right.
Froggy, get back in here. I'm not talking to Barry.
Froggy, my name is Barry the Bufo Toad, you son of a bitch, and we're coming.
Ironically.
The irony of Froggy's name just hit me.
Froggy being somebody who's a toad. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's
it's ironic.
Barry the Bufo Toad. Man, Froggy's just itching for airtime today because Froggy's got Hal Herman coming up with the 8-bit hit.
Hey,
what happened? What did I miss?
Yeah, okay.
Did a toad just really call?
Yeah,
Barry the Bufo, and he talked to his friend Gary the Bufo.
Yeah,
the cricket.
Yeah, the toad lines 800-990-1047.
MJ, we were talking about your wife's cookies a little bit ago.
Yes, we
and
were.
We were talking about Jacques Torres.
Yep.
Do you know who he is?
I have no idea who Jacques Torres is.
All right, I just kind of looked this up because I knew this and I didn't recognize his name yesterday, but it hit me today.
Right.
He is on my favorite show on Netflix.
It's some food show.
Nailed it.
Oh my God, that show is awesome.
Yes, have you seen Nailed It?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I've heard of it. I've never watched.
If you want to do an Instagram series that's going to get a bazillion hits, you try your hand at Nailed It. It's where amateurs come in and try to make professional looking cakes and pastries and desserts, and they're really fancy cakes. And
They're terrible.
Jacques Torres is one of the judges. And they're
that's
total
him.
hacks. Yes.
Yes, I think your cake is lovely.
Well,
he actually talks like
I
that.
tell you what, his damn chocolate chip cookie recipe is phenomenal.
Oh, no, he knows what he's doing.
right,
You got to watch Nailed It this weekend.
I got to move along because we got to do 8-Bit Hit, and then also Roxanne's got something that I don't want to talk about, but I guess we got to. That'll be at 8 o'clock. Stand by. First, though, I don't understand this. Can somebody please explain what the hell happened here? The headline from CBS is South Florida woman files lawsuit against Southwest Airlines saying her experience on a recent flight left her paralyzed. I'm like, what? Hold on a sec.
How does that happen?
Well, if you think you're mystified by the headline, you're going to get even more confused when I give you details out of the story.
Was she smoking toad venom?
No. This woman in Fort Lauderdale, she filed a lawsuit against Southwest, and she said her experience on a recent flight left her paralyzed. The attorney for Gabrielle Assouline says that her life changed tragically back in February. She was boarding a flight from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. She requested pre-boarding assistance because of a condition that she developed when she was 12, and she has trouble walking long distances. She can walk, or she could, but she wanted help walking down the jetway and getting on the plane, so she has some trouble making long walks. According to her attorney, she was on an electronic mobility chair going down the jetway when she was suddenly ejected from the chair. What? Causing her to suffer a catastrophic spinal cord injury.
Oh, no.
Listen, this is a terrible story. But how are you ejected? You're just going down the jetway and you're ejected from the, what is this, a trick chair?
Okay,
with like a spring, would it just hurt? What happened?
You know the jetway, MJ, how it extends and can contract when it's being stored? Have you ever tripped over like that little ramp in the middle of it? Like there's like a step in the middle of the jetway when you're.
No, I know that. Yeah, there are different levels. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a joint. It's it's like a little flap that you walk over.
But there's like a 6 or 8 inch ramp that has a couple of inch drop. If you're on a chair and it lurches forward, I can see how you can be thrown from the chair.
But I saw the story and the claim she was ejected from the chair. All right, Froggy.
I'm thinking of like Naked Gun when O.J. Simpson at the end got ejected into the stand.
Well, guess what?
Exactly what he was thinking
too.
I pulled the scene.
Oh, really?
I did pull the scene up. But no, I was thinking about this, but the woman has suffered a terrible injury, and the details are she was ejected from the wheelchair or the mobility chair, and it's like, what happened? Just like the old lady said, she said,
"What happened?"
I can't really picture this. What kind of force was she ejected with?
Okay, you're thinking ejected like shot 40 feet high. No, she was just thrown out of it.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I mean, if you fall 4 feet out of a chair, you're ejected from the chair.
She was on but it was an electronic. I've seen them wheel people onto airplanes, and they have that like red metal, the thin chair, so they can wheel people that need help down the aisle. And they help board these people first. But she was on
a rascal?
An electric mobility chair.
Did it tip forward?
Was it her chair that I don't think the airlines, I don't think I've ever seen, those porters that help people onto the airplane? When you're on a flight and people do need assistance? God bless them. And they have the regular wheelchair. I've never seen an electric mobility.
I know what happened.
Was it hers?
You know what happened?
What?
Is, how sometimes they're slanted downwards a little bit. You catch yourself walking a little faster. Maybe she got a little too much momentum going.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whoa, my scooter's going too fast.
And she hits the brakes.
And then she hit that curb thing.
But is it her fault?
It flipped over.
But she's blaming Southwest. Listen,
it's her fault.
I feel awful for this woman. There's nothing funny about what happened. She is like permanently injured, but I'm just trying to figure out how your mobility scooter ejects you like some kind of like a jack-in-the-box kind of thing. I don't know how that happens.
I mean, if it comes to a sudden stop or gets a little top heavy.
But I think it's her mobility scooter.
Yeah, but it happened at the airport, so she's suing.
Yeah.
Maybe it has a function that lifts the seat up for her to get off. You know?
I don't know. Listen, I
And
wish
it malfunctioned.
I wish her the best. Hopefully, she can recover. Right now she's not doing that well. She can't move very well. But when I saw this, when I heard ejected from like a wheelchair, Froggy, what you said about O.J. Simpson in The Naked Gun. Where what was it, Nordberg, right? Do you have the scene queued up here?
It's a great scene.
Don't thank me. There's someone else here who wants to thank you.
Nordberg, hiya, buddy. Hey, Doc says I should be on my bean in this goodest new of the week.
And back on the force.
Nordberg, that's wonderful.
He gets a pat on the back. The wheelchair goes down the steps.
Everyone should have a friend like you.
Guys, is OJ not the most charismatic guy ever?
My kids
I
love that
OJ.
movie. Do you remember when we all loved OJ?
You could see the smoke coming out of the chair. I always thought that was funny.
And then he killed 2 people. And then
big
he suddenly wasn't funny anymore.
He got killed by a marching band as well.
Hey, Frank, I'm doing great. Doctor says I should be able to kill 2 people in about a week.
Anyway, listen, I feel bad for this woman. Hopefully she can get medically treated. But again, I'm still mystified. There's just not enough details here. That's all we have. And Southwest, issued a statement that Southwest Airlines' primary priority is the safety of our people and customers, both on the ground and in the air. We've reviewed the customer's initial account of our travel experience and have offered a response directly to those involved. So that was the Southwest response. But again, giant mystery of what actually happened here. All right, I think it's time. Hey, Rox, your little crazy story.
Yeah.
I said 8 o'clock. It might be just a few minutes late.
That's okay.
Get ready, Frog.
Yeah.
Get ready,
ladies
Hal.
and gentlemen.
He's not ready. You got to pause. You got to pause for 30 seconds.
I'm not going to pause for 30 seconds.
Froggy's not ready.
I'll go ahead and I'll solicit the phone calls. You know what time it is? It is time for Hal Herman and the 8-bit hit. Folks, this is back after a little bit of an absence while we made a new producer transition. The 8-bit hit is simple, folks. These are hit songs. And apparently this is going to be the 80s and more. So 80s and more.
And more. Much more.
Which would be probably some 90s. So if you want to play, if you've been waiting on the edge of your seat saying, hey, when the hell is Froggy and Hal Herman going to bring back 8-bit hit? Well, this is your turn. This is your time. We're going to play this like cheesy 1980s Atari 8-bit sounding computer music, but it's a rendition of a well-known song. You identify the song from the cheesy computer music. That's 8-bit hit. All right, let's go to the phones. I need to load them up. If you want to play, 800-990-1047. All right, 800-990-1047 right now to play 8-bit hit. You call up, we play the song on the air. You also hear it down the phone, and you tell us what the song is. Why did Froggy just leave?
Froggy was completely unprepared.
Introduced.
Oh,
play my music again.
All right, so we're taking callers now to play 8-bit hit. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. Load them up. 8-bit hit is starting right now with, ladies and gentlemen, now here's his silly intro. Here he is. Here's Hal Herman.
Welcome to the 8-bit hit.
There we go.
Now, I'm having an issue today.
What's your issue?
What is your issue?
I can't find my microphone, so I found the closest thing that looks like a microphone. I don't even know what this thing is. It looks like a tube of something.
Dude, I don't
know what this is.
That's not allowed.
What is it?
Dude, that's the silly string.
Is it hairspray? I don't even know.
No, do not spray that in the studio again. Last time.
Did somebody spray this?
That's been banned from the studio.
Shut the music off.
Wait a minute. I can't talk without my music.
Froggy, drop the Hal Herman. Froggy. Froggy. Froggy.
Come back, Froggy.
Hang on, I'll get Froggy.
Froggy. Froggy.
Yeah.
Last time, dude.
Yeah.
Last time you sprayed that silly string.
That wasn't me.
Yes, it was. It was
that was DJ
DJ
Yuckface.
Yuckface. It was not him.
You have this off-brand silly string. You wrecked the studio. You caused a major incident in this place.
That was Yuck Face.
I didn't hear the end of it.
I just thought I could grab the closest thing. Is that what this is? Silly string?
Do not spray that.
I'm not. It's my microphone. How?
There was silly string fragments and little bits and droppings all over the equipment. Mason Dixon was complaining for 7 days.
Hal, do you promise not to spray it?
Do not.
Promise, Froggy. I promise.
Do not spray that stuff in here.
All right. He's not going to do it. Right?
Right. Now back to the show. All right. It's.
Hey! Oh!
Hey!
Let's celebrate!
No, don't. Froggy, don't spray that, dude.
All right, I got my microphone back, so I am ready.
Yeah, Fester just found.
I told you it was underneath the desk.
I looked, I didn't see it.
Oh.
Fester just ran and got Froggy's prop microphone.
I saw some sort of machine under there. Was that yours? It's called a fleshlight.
Stop. Dude, come on. This is a family show.
You know why I sit behind that desk,
Okay,
right?
all right. I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's play the 8-bit hit.
Hal, stop yelling, please.
All right. Let me see if this is better. Is this better?
Just speak normally.
Okay, I'll speak normally.
Just do a mic check.
All right, let's go. Let me shut this off. All right.
Whoa, hey.
What?
There's a lot of music going on. There we go. Let's slow it down.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going like this. I like it.
Okay.
He's dancing around like a maniac over
you
here.
dancing in the studio does nothing on the radio. You know that?
Oh, man, I am so ready. Guys, welcome to the newest edition of 8-Bit Hit. It's been a long time, but this time we're doing 80s and more.
All right.
The more could be anything.
I mean, it's like 80s and like gospel music from the 40s. I mean, what is it?
Can we find the music, MJ? Are you having an issue?
Yeah, I'm looking for your 8-bit hit songs. I got them right here.
Well,
wow, we got about 15 to do.
Hal, I got to tell you, your technical producer, MJ, sucks today.
Yeah, my God. You're all over the place. I got to hire somebody better.
Seriously.
Let's go to caller number 1 for 8-bit hit, and let's say good morning to Mark in Bradenton. Mark, thanks for joining the chaotic MJ Morning Show this morning. Welcome.
Hey, guys. It's fun. I'm having a great time listening.
Well, thank you. We try
Would
to
you say we're hitting the fun button today, Mark?
Sounds like it.
Thanks. All right.
So we're hitting the Q105 fun button for you?
God.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's great.
Driving to work.
All right, here we go. It is time to play 8-bit hit. I need you to identify this song.
Sounds like a ringtone.
What?
Sounds like a ringtone.
Well, that's it. It's 8-bit hits sound like cheesy ringtones. So, all right, hang on a sec. Let me shut it off here. Do you know that 8-bit hit?
I gotta go with "Born in the USA" by Bruce Springsteen.
Good way to go.
Yes.
Started off real easy.
Yeah. On the week of the 4th of July.
Well, that's why I like to throw in some current event songs in there as well.
It's topical.
Awesome.
That is 100% right. First caller with the return of 8-bit hit. You got it. Thank you, Mark. Thanks.
Awesome. You got it, guys.
Thanks for
Mark.
listening. Thank you. Keep listening all the way to the end of the show today. And you don't know what the hell's going to happen around here.
Never know.
Let's grab Liz in Newport Richey. Hello, Liz. How are things in Newport Richey today?
They're good. How are you guys?
We are lovely. Now, you're familiar with 8-bit hit, correct?
Yes.
All right. I need you to identify this 8-bit hit. Liz, you're awfully quiet over there.
Is it, I wear my sunglasses at night?
I wear my Yes!
Wow. These are real easy, aren't they? Huh?
I hit the buzzer accidentally while hitting the ding, ding, ding. Yes. No, you got it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, so far we're off to a very good start
100%, which we've never got through a whole game with 100%.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to caller number 3. This is going to be contestant 3. We're going to grab Kelly in South Carolina. Hello, Kelly. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Kelly, where in South Carolina are you calling from?
Foley's Island.
From where?
Foley's Island.
You're calling from Pawleys Island?
Yes.
I thought you said Paulie's violent, and I would agree.
like Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts is violent.
Paulie Walnuts is a violent guy.
Yeah, this is her cry for help.
Yeah.
This is
south of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, this is Pawleys, like a paw, like a dog paw.
Pawleys Island.
Oh, I got you. All right.
Never heard of it, but I'm sure it's lovely.
All right, here we go. Kelly, I need you to identify this 8-bit hit.
Oh. I know this song.
What is this 8-bit hit?
It's
Do you know it?
Oh God, I got it on the tip of my tongue. It's that Tony Basil.
Bennett?
You got the artist, but what is the song?
Oh.
How do you know the
Tony
artist?
Basil.
You know the most obscure. You know the most obscure part.
The video was a cheerleader. She's doing a cheerleader.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah, you got it.
You know everything but the name.
What's the song?
What's the name?
Wait.
What's the name of the
I
song?
love this song too.
You're about to like give her blood type and birthday out, and you don't know the name of the
Her
song.
blood type is. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, just say it for the love of Pete.
Come on, Kelly. What's the name of the song?
Oh, come on. Hold on.
All right, you have 5 seconds.
Kelly, what?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wait, no.
What?
No.
This is
One.
amazing.
She doesn't know. Next.
Kelly.
Kelly, thank you for calling and listening in South Carolina, but
Hold on.
And giving us all the
she's
details.
over. She's over. MJ, she's right.
Kelly.
Oh my
She
God.
knows everything but what you needed to know.
I mean, we have to end it sometime. If you don't know, you don't know,
Well,
right?
she was born in 1958 in Tennessee, and her parents are.
What's the artist up to now? I think
She knew the current pH of Mickey Basil's urine.
My goodness.
But did not know the name of the song.
That was horrifically specific.
Folks, do you know the name of the song? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I got to give away the 1K song of the day here in a second.
All right.
Let me go to Enrique in Tampa. Enrique, can you pick up where Kelly just dropped the ball? Can you name this 8-bit hit?
Yes, I can.
All right, Enrique.
It's Mickey.
It is, yes! Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
I know, I'm shocked that the other caller, it was so close.
I mean, she knew everything about Mickey, but Tony Basil, except the name of the damn song was Mickey. All right,
Say hello to your father, Julio, for me, Enrique.
Thank you.
First of all,
He got it.
Enrique, have you ever heard that before?
About saying hello to the uncle? No, the song, yes, but not the other stuff.
All right.
That's right. I thought I'd bring up the uncle.
It was an Iglesias joke. So.
It was a Julio Iglesias.
I get it all the time.
Yeah.
Enrico Suave, Enrico Iglesias. Yes, I get it.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a great day, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Tony Basil was born in 1943, by the way.
Oh, wow.
No, are you serious?
So, according to Wikipedia, she's 78 years old.
Well, I trust our caller better than Wikipedia.
From the workout video, that woman's 78.
Oh, my God.
The video came out 40 years ago.
Guys, hang on.
Holy cow, she's dating Jack LaLanne.
right back to 8-bit hit in like 20 seconds. Let me give you the Q105 1K song of the day. You know how this works. Between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. today, you will hear Any Way You Want It by Journey. Any Way You Want It. You'll hear Journey, Any Way You Want It, between 9 and 5 today. When you hear it, be the 7th caller here at Q105, 800-990-1047, and win $1,000 cash from Q105. All right, let's go. Back to the phones with the 8-bit hit. If you want to get in, folks, and remember that if a caller doesn't know, we go down the line. There have been cases where we've gone through 3, 4. What is the longest we've ever gone where a caller didn't know the song before somebody finally got it?
I mean, a four-peat might sound right.
I believe it was 4 or 5 people
four
in a
or
row.
5 in a row where we stumped them.
All right, let's go to Lisa. Hello, Lisa in Largo. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
All right, Lisa, are you ready to play 8-Bit Hit?
Yeah.
What song is this? Listen very, very carefully. Go.
Okay.
Hello, Lisa. Lisa, are you with us, Lisa?
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, what's you're quiet, Lisa. What song is it?
I'm gonna go somewhere in the danger zone.
Ooh.
No,
I live in the danger zone.
I mean, what are you hesitant about?
That's close enough.
Just say part of the second part of it.
Danger Zone part is right.
Yeah, it's Danger Zone Kenny Loggins. And, of course, why is that very fitting that we're playing the 8-bit version of Danger Zone this morning? Why is that very timely and fitting?
Because someone sprayed silly string in your eye.
What the hell? Are you drunk?
Hold on. Lisa, do you know what movie that song is from?
That is the movie.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
It takes you a long time to comprehend.
Hold on. Lisa.
I love Lisa.
Lisa, you don't know what movie this song Danger Zone is from?
Top Gun?
Yes.
Why are you hesitant about everything and then you know it?
All right, hold on. Are we speaking in a foreign language this morning? Or
MJ, I know everything she said has been right, but I feel like she should be wrong.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
well, the Danger Zone lyrics that she made up were not right.
It just seems like, you know how long it takes for like the radio signal to get from Mars back to Earth?
It's like we're on a delay and you're like waiting and we're all watching you.
We're waiting for the signal to come from the Mars rover right now.
Oh my.
Hey, Lisa, have a great day, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. All right, let's grab Susan in Lakeland, man. I love 8-Bit Hit. All right, Susan in Lakeland, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Susan, how you doing?
Hi, Susan.
I'm good. How are you?
You having fun listening to the MJ Morning Show this morning?
Always.
All right, that's what we try to do around here. I need you to identify this 8-bit hit.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah.
All right, are we getting anywhere? Susan, do you
Susan,
have any idea what that 8-bit hit is? Hello? Well, hold on. Say it again, please. Say it again.
It's Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
There you go.
Something smells fishy. Are you cheating, ma'am?
Took you a while.
Yeah, another pause.
Hey, Froggy, how could she cheat?
Well, Froggy's out of the room. What are you talking about? My name is Hal Herman. I'm I'm an individual.
No, it just seems like some of our listeners are in slow motion this morning.
Is everybody okay out there?
Hey, Susan, thanks for playing. You got it. It is Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
All right, thank you.
Hey, have a great weekend, all right?
She could not be less excited to be on the show.
No. Why? Goodness. I mean, she called up the plan. She's down and out.
Okay, thank you.
Let's grab Amanda. Amanda's in Holiday. Hey, Amanda, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Oh, my God. I'm on the air?
Yes, Amanda, you're on the air.
Every morning.
Amanda, you listen every morning. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Are you crying?
No, I'm just happy to be talking
That's
to you guys.
awesome.
Well, thank you.
And this 8-bit hit that I love so much.
Oh, she must be a Hal Herman fan.
Well, here we go. Amanda, name this Hal Herman 8-bit hit. What'd you say? My girl is correct.
Very good. A big hit from the 80s.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
So
like
all-
3 beats. You got it.
All excited to be on the show, and she got
Very
it
good.
very
Pepped
quickly. Yeah.
Is that from the 80s?
Like, listen,
Of course it's from the 80s.
I was definitely born in the wrong era.
Oh, hey, Amanda, how old are you?
33.
Amanda, thank you so much for listening, and you got it. My
Man,
girl, yeah.
My girl. What was that?
Have a great day.
We love you, too. Have a great weekend.
1986, 87,
Yeah, I think
believe.
that's where her cell phone was from, too.
I thought my girl was like 1956.
My-
No. It's nothing but the 80s.
My girl was not 1980s, but listen,
Close.
That's the more.
Hang on, this is the 80s and more edition of Hal Herman.
See how it happens? Sometimes you're going to get a more.
Yes. Hey, Andrew, what's up?
Now, there was a different My Girl that came out in the 80s.
Yes,
Gone,
that's
Gone,
right.
Gone.
By like what, Belle Biv DeVoe?
Something like that.
I don't know. All right, back to phones. How many more of these things do we have?
We got a few. I mean, we were rolling.
Look, we got a lot of the Moors coming up as well.
The Moors. Get ready for the Moors.
You know what? Could somebody please get some graham crackers,
Yes,
some
yes.
marshmallows, and Hershey bars? I would like to have some s'mores
With your Moors.
with the Moors.
Fester can start the fire.
And bring the goodies.
Yeah, Fester's very good at that. All right, back to phones. Let me grab Jamie in Tarpon Springs. Hey, Jamie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning.
Jamie, great to have you aboard here. 8-bit hit, you know how it works, right?
Yes.
All right.
Good luck, Jamie. By the way, it is my game show, even though I don't get to say anything to anybody.
I mean, seriously, MJ really has commandeered this entire show away
I'm
from
the
you.
star. I thought I was the star. I'm the one wearing the tie.
If I let Hal Herman do the logistics on this thing,
Are you kidding? You want to get started with me today?
all right,
It could be a nightmare.
it would be, you're 100% right. It would be a nightmare. All right, Jamie, name this 8-bit hit. Go.
Careless Whisper.
Hold on. Say it again. Say it just a little bit louder. It is what?
Careless Whisper.
You got
I
it.
didn't think anybody was going to get that one.
And for the bonus s'mores that we're cooking here in the studio, who sang Careless Whisper?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Darn it.
Really?
Well,
he was the lead singer, but it was a group. Yeah.
G-Unit?
Roxanne's having a stroke over here.
That's what we do around our house.
I think she was
phonetics.
about to go George Michael.
Yes.
Oh, George Michael.
And of course, hey, Jamie, what group was George Michael with before he went solo?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, good for you.
Whoa.
Let Roxanne stroke out on it.
That's not a mating call.
It was
We're not-
Wham, but
we're not
listen,
barking.
that was bonus. Jamie, congratulations. You got a Careless Whisper. Have a great weekend.
Damn, I thought she was going to miss that one. Darn it.
I might be getting over the 80. I might have to have. Oh no, I got a couple because we have a lot of Moors coming
Well,
up.
it's the 80s and more. We have some 80s. We have some more.
Jack is in Lakeland. Hey, Jack, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome, Jack.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Jack, 8-bit hit. Identify this song and hit it. Jack, do you know that 8-bit hit, buddy?
Oh, it sounds really familiar, but I am not. It sounds like an 80s rock song, but I'm not coming up with anything.
Are you in the middle of a drag race, sir?
Roll your window
What are
up.
you racing for pigs, Kanicki? What's happening? What are you
I'm
doing?
walking my dogs, and there's all kinds of cars driving by.
Yeah,
Now,
don't
Thanks for
get
the real
hit.
answer.
Yeah, who the hell calls a radio show when you're walking your dog on Dale Mabry? Sir, get off. Stop walking your dog on the interstate.
Well, he's in Lakeland. I don't think he's
Don't
on.
let it drop a turd on Kennedy.
I don't think he's on. I don't think he's on Dale Mabry.
I was with Jack. I have no idea what that song is.
What?
Really?
It's very newsworthy
Hold on.
as well.
It's very current right now because of like a little pop phenomenon going on. All right, so Jack didn't know it. Let's go back
Jack
to
didn't know
phones. By the
Jack.
way, Jack's line has just opened up, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Shirley's in Clearwater. Hey, Shirley, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, Shirley, you got to pick up where Jack left off, and I need you to identify this 8-bit hit. I mean, if you don't know it from the very beginning, the first, couple of seconds, you're not going to know the song. Shirley,
Yeah, this is the first one I haven't known.
Oh, of course, that's what they all say.
Oh, you don't know Shirley?
No, this is the one.
All right, Shirley, thanks for trying.
By the way, it is an
Thank
80s song.
you.
It is an 80s song.
That is, and it's very pertinent right now. In
Very
fact,
pertinent.
but what did you say?
Very pertinent.
It is pertinent right now because we talked about it because it's featured prominently in one of the biggest
Don't give it away.
streaming shows right now. How's that giving it away?
What are we doing?
You either know or you don't know. Hal.
Let's
Thank
grab
you.
Will. Will's in Riverview. Hey, Will, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. How are you?
Hey, morning. Love you guys, and I'm glad your dog is okay, man.
Well, Will, thank you very much. Yeah, Gatsby is fine after the Bufo toad encounter. We got lucky, and I'm so sorry for all the other folks that are out there that have not had successful endings with an encounter with a Bufo toad and their dog. All right, so Will, come on. I need you to come up with this. I want to move on to the next song. So, Will, name this 8-bit hit.
Metallica, Master of Puppets.
Yes! You knew Will was going to know that one.
Dude, it is Metallica, Master of Puppets, and the reason why that's relevant right now is that's featured in the season 4 finale of
Stranger Things
on Netflix.
Yes,
Season
a
4.
resurgence of the Master of Puppets.
Yeah. So hey, great job, Will, and I thank you for listening, buddy.
Hey, you guys have a great day.
You have a great day.
Comedians.
Yeah.
All right. That's not it's different Will.
Get it? Because he's Will Smith and he smacked. You remember when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock?
It's a different.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Not the same Will.
Let me say hello to, looks like what, Ashley? Oh, no, it's Alan. Hey, Alan in Seminole. Hi, Alan. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, what's up?
Doing well, Alan. We need you to identify this 8-bit hit. Hold on a sec. Hang on. Let me shut the music down so I can hear you. Who do you think it is?
Depeche Mode.
What is the name of the song?
Personal Jesus.
Oh,
yes!
I thought that was going to be tougher.
Wow. Congratulations, Alan. That was fantastic. You pulled that one out. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for your wrench.
You know,
Okay, every caller,
dude,
you don't need to come up with something.
I get it because he's an Allen wrench.
The Allen, we got it. The Allen wrench.
I am on a roll today.
Oh yeah, you're really on a roll.
I bought my couch from your brother Ethan's place.
I got to be honest. I thought that one might take 2 or 3 callers.
Me too. I was hoping.
Yeah, personal Jesus.
Darn it.
Just a few more to go. We'll grab Matt in Tampa. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, guys.
Matt, I need you to identify this 8-bit hit. Matt, do you know that 8-bit hit?
I do.
What is it?
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
There you go.
Matt, good job.
Good job, Matt. That was fast, too. That was phenomenal.
Hey, why don't you stop hanging out on people's front porch?
We stopped making...
Thank you, Hal.
Because he's a doormat.
Yeah, we got you. You're a doormat.
You're objectifying all the callers.
Matt, have a great day.
It's awful.
Holy.
Let me grab Ashley. Ashley's in lovely Plant City.
Furniture?
I got nothing.
Yeah, speaking of buying furniture.
Yeah, take it.
Hey, Jesus. Ashley, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, how are you?
Just get your joke out of the way.
Hey, Ashley, why don't you stop selling couches on the side?
Or why don't you stop hooking up married people?
Yeah, Miss Madison.
So Ashley Furniture and Ashley Madison. I got you.
Hey, were you on SNL about 12 years ago and you had a throat issue and therefore you were caught lip syncing?
Ashley Simpson?
Ashley Simpson.
Ashley, you ready to play 8-bit hit?
Hey, were you a twin on Full House?
All right, Froggy.
Ashley also.
Right.
Froggy, just...
this morning. He's on a roll.
I don't know what's going on. He's on drugs this morning.
You're exactly right,
Hey,
Ashley.
did your mom just kill herself? Ashley John.
Oh my God.
That was
I just dumped that.
That was a bad one.
I just, dude.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with Roxanne?
What is wrong with you? I can't believe you just said that.
I've never felt so bad about laughing. Oh my God.
That was bad.
I just dumped that.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
You are awful.
That was horrible. Where did Roxanne
Oh
go?
my God!
She ran out of the studio. Froggy.
I'm not Froggy. I'm Hal. Froggy would never say that.
Listen.
Oh my God. Hal.
Those on MJTV,
Oh my God.
I could not stop that on MJTV.
All right.
And those
I apologize.
those that are listening to streaming online on MJTV, and when we stream, any curse word or that all goes over.
No.
But I hit the dump. I hit the dump button on 104.7 FM. Froggy, that was awful.
First of all, my name's Hal. Sometimes I black out when I get in a roll of jokes, and I can't believe I said that
First of
myself.
all, Ashley, we apologize.
I apologize.
We apologize. And
okay.
if there's any listeners named Winona, please don't call in this segment.
Oh my God, that is awful. What is wrong with you, Froggy?
I could have gone with it. Your sister been caught stealing.
Stop.
Oh my God.
All right, Ashley. Way to derail it, Hal.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Ashley, you ready to name this? Where did Roxanne go?
I don't know. I think she made an accident over there.
She ran out.
I think she peed her pants is what happened.
I mean, it was such a guilty laugh.
Oh, my God. Anyway, it was horrible, Froggy, but I think Roxanne has a twisted sense of humor. All right, so, Ashley, I need you to identify this 8-bit hit, Ashley.
All right, she's back.
Dang, you gave me a hard one. I knew all the other ones. Wow.
Oh, hold on. You don't know this one?
This is a more.
Yeah, this is a more from like 5 years ago.
No. 6.
Oh, man. Ashley, you don't know?
Play it one more time. Let me hear it.
All right, here it is.
Oh, no.
Maybe it needs to get going. Maybe we need a little bit of the hook or something.
Let it go for a little bit.
Hang on. Let it go. Listen carefully. I'm going to shut up and let you listen. Go.
Come on, baby.
Hold on. What is it? Say it again.
Come on, baby.
Oh, no, it's not.
Here's my number, so come on, baby. That one?
No, it rhymes with "come on, baby," but it is. God, after all of that Ashley mess.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ashley didn't get it.
Ashley's still on?
Yeah, Ashley. Yes,
Ashley.
Roxanne, why did you run out of the studio? Did you have an accident? Or you just were embarrassed to be in the studio after what Froggy said?
A combination.
Yeah. All right. She has a similar lyric, but let's grab Tammy. Tammy is up next on the MJ Morning Show 8-bit hit. Hey, Tammy, welcome. Can you identify this Hal Herman 8-bit hit? Tammy, do you have it?
I think she hung up.
My God.
Tammy hung up?
That's the intimidation of the 8-bit.
Okay, wait.
Tammy hung up on us.
Hal, when you say the 80s and more, this song came out in 2012, okay?
Well, that's the more.
That's much more.
It is much more. But have we ever had a caller hang up on us during 8-bit hit?
That might be the first.
Folks, 800-990-1047. That, I think, the first time a caller hung up on us. All right, Steve's in Largo. Hey, Steve, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hello. Thanks for having me on.
Steve, great to have you on. Let's go. Steve, can you name this 8-bit hit?
Shadows by Alpha Stream.
Say it again.
Shadows by Alpha Stream.
Close.
No.
Close?
No.
What did you say?
No.
What did you just say?
I don't even know what he said. Shadows by Alpha Scream?
No, I think
Alpha Stream, yeah.
I think he's sneezing.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Thank you, Steve. All right, so MJ, hold on. We have 3 in a row that have gotten this wrong.
Yes.
4 is the record.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yes.
This is,
no. Let's see if Jennifer in Seminole can pull it out. Jennifer, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome.
Good morning.
All right. Jennifer, I need you to identify this 8-bit hit.
I think I know it. It's Call Me Maybe.
Did you say Call Me Maybe?
Maybe you do know it.
Yes.
That is correct. What's her name? Carly Rae Jepsen. What's her name?
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Jepsen, yeah.
If you ever want to have a good laugh, look up Carly Rae Jepsen first pitch at the Tampa Bay Rays
one
game.
of the worst things you've ever seen.
It's the worst first pitch you've ever seen in the history of Major League Baseball.
No. Who was the rapper that, hit the mascot in the face? That was the funniest one ever. Hey, thank you for saving it so we don't go into record territory.
No.
Yep.
That is a shame.
Jennifer, thanks for playing. You got it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. I think we only have 2 more to go. All right.
Oh, man. It's coming down to the last
We got to get to Bonnie next.
All right, we need to, listen, if you're on hold, just hang on because there's no guarantee that the callers are going to know what it is. Where's Bonnie? Oh, Bonnie's been holding a long time. Bonnie in Lakeland. Hey, Bonnie, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
All right, Bonnie, are you ready to play 8-bit hit?
Yes.
Now, how have you done so far? Have you done well?
80%.
Okay, well, let's see if you know this. Cheesy 8-bit computer-sounding music. What is this?
Come on, Bonnie.
Bonnie, do you know?
Don't you dare ask Clyde.
All right.
I'm working through it.
Wow.
Can we play a little more? Do we have any more?
Yeah, I can play it.
Maybe play the hook.
It's like a minute in.
Beautiful, though.
Now, you should know by now.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's almost like the version of the song.
Like right there, it's very recognizable.
Was Bonnie just agreeing with you? Like, yeah, I should.
Bonnie, do you know it? Yes or no?
I can hear her voice, but I need more.
She needs more.
You see that look in her eyes?
She needs more. She didn't make a guess yet. She's not wrong yet. She needs more.
All right, well, it is the 80s and more, so here's... All right, let's play a little more for you. We'll shut up so you can concentrate. Name this 8-bit hit. Bonnie? Bonnie, I got to get an answer.
All I can come up with, look in your eyes.
I think that's one of the lyrics, actually.
Yeah, I said that lyric.
Oh, Bonnie.
Yeah, I can't give it to you, Bonnie, but thanks for holding.
My gosh.
And thanks for listening and playing along. See, this is why you got to hold on, because you don't know. We could have 10 callers in a row that don't know it. How about Christy in Odessa? Christy, MJ Morning Show. Christy, do you know this 8-bit hit? Oh, that was not a good sign.
No.
That was a sigh. That was,
That wasn't good.
I know it.
How do you not know this song?
All right, this
Just
legitimately is an 80s song,
Right.
I know it.
All right, what is it?
Listen to Your Heart by Roxanne.
Yes! All right! Oh, man. I
Crazy how she got that right away.
I thought we were going to go to 9 o'clock with that sucker. All right. Hey, Christy, thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
Oh, you too. Thanks.
Thanks,
All right,
Christy. Bye, Christy.
And this is the last one.
All right, guys. This is it.
This is going to be and more.
Yes.
All right, this is going to be a and more one.
Yes.
All right.
Now, good luck, everybody.
All right. Everyone on hold, hang on, because if they don't know, we go to the next line. Cindy is in Clearwater. Cindy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Final cut here. You ready?
I'm ready.
Cindy, name this 8-bit hit.
Oh, I know what it is.
All right, Cindy, what is that 8-bit hit?
Oh, gosh. I can't think of it. Oh, gosh, I can't think of it.
Oh, no idea, Cindy?
So confident.
What, say it again?
Can you do it again?
Oh, yeah, I can play it again. Yeah, you get 2 shots. All right, here it is. One more time.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you're humming it.
I haven't had enough coffee. I know most of them today.
All right, so do you have somebody else in the car with you?
Yes.
And neither of you know the song, right?
I know the song, but I can't think of the name.
Hey, listen.
I don't even know the song, and I can't. What? No.
Thanks for guessing. What did you say, Rox?
I don't even recognize. It's unrecognizable to me.
You may have to play it a little longer, MJ. It gets into.
Are you kidding me?
This might be one of the most recognizable songs in the history of music.
It is. This is a very recognizable song. Let's go with Pat in Newport Richie. All right, Pat, this is the last one, and we got to move on here because we're late getting to Roxanne's kind of... I don't even know if I want to talk about Roxanne's thing here, but I don't know. Hi. Hey, Pat, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
All right, Pat, this is the last one. Help us end the segment. What is this 8-bit hit?
Come on, Pat, you got this.
I got it.
Head out on the highway.
Yeah,
that's the. What's the name of the song?
That would be
Looking for adventure?
That's the opening lyric, but what's the name of the song?
Whatever comes my way.
Oh, maybe you're gonna make it happen. I don't know.
The name of the song, Pat, is
The Hook.
I can't think of the name of the song. I got all the words.
Keep
I can't
singing
think of the name of the song.
Just everybody stop. Everybody stop. Pat, just sing the song.
Looking for adventure, whatever comes our way. Born to be wild.
All right,
Pat.
All right, fantastic. That ends 8-bit hit.
My God.
Finally.
I'm exhausted.
And Froggy, you got my little Pat reference in there, didn't you?
Hal got it. Froggy wouldn't have. He's an idiot.
When I said, hey, Pat, I went...
Hey, you're taking my gimmick. You're making jokes of people's
Hey,
names.
Pat, do you know what the is?
No.
You have no idea. When I say the name Pat, you don't know what... No idea?
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
It's that Pat character from Saturday Night Live, the androgynous Pat.
It's Pat.
Have a great weekend.
Right.
You too, thank you.
Yeah, Froggy got it right away.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
she got
I'm
it.
sorry. Hal Herman
Hal
got it right away.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to go get Froggy. Guys, it was nice to see you.
Yeah, Pat wasn't very impressed with our.
Yeah, all right.
There it is.
Thank you for hanging out with me in another edition of the 8-Bit Hit.
The triumphant return of 8-bit hit here on the MJ Morning Show. Wow, that was...
All comments made on 8-Bit Hit do not don't mean anything to Froggy.
Fester brought up Pat on YouTube.
Birthday, dear Pat. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish. Make a wish.
Oh, God.
What a wonderful surprise. A lot of people say, what's that? It's Pat. A lot of people ask, who's he or she? Man or sir, accept him or her, or whatever it might be. It's time for androgyny. Here comes Pat.
I don't think they can do this today.
Yeah, that would be this is a cancelable offense these days, isn't it?
The one where she's getting a haircut is probably the funniest.
You know what?
one.
This could be worse than Harvey Weinstein and The Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. All right. It is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Man, that might have been the longest edition of 8-Bit Hit as well there, Froggy.
Oh, thank you, Hal. Thank
Certainly
you.
the most offensive to country music fans.
Let's not bring that up when Hal said it.
Dude, that was awful.
Listen,
Dude, that
Hal was on a roll.
That was unacceptable.
I can't believe he had so many espressos.
What I had a dump in the middle of that.
Everybody has to go to YouTube
I had to
today.
run out the door.
Everyone has to go to YouTube today and look at the MJ Morning Show live feed and find it.
Don't.
You just have to.
The bottom line is, folks, I had to dump something off the air But when I hit the red dump button, I'm going to show the folks watching MJTV. Hang on a minute. This has never been seen on TV. Look at this. So on MJTV, and again, the whole show, well, today it was after the first 20 minutes because we couldn't log in. We didn't have the login credentials again to launch our MJTV. So we missed the first 20 minutes of today's show. But this is the first time that's ever been. This is the dump button, folks. So I'm holding this up.
I've never really seen that
I'm holding this up to MJTV. And again, if you go to mjmorningshow.com and you click on MJTV, you can watch the current show live or they're posted. And the everyday show is available to watch later. So you can watch the whole damn thing. So I'm holding up the dump button machine here. And the red button is the dump button. So when I got to take something off the air that's offensive or foul, I hit the red dump button right there. And that's, let me put it back on the wall here with the Velcro. Hang on a minute. All right, there
Careful with that.
Yeah. All right, so that's the dump button. I had to dump something that Froggy, Hal Herman, said during the contest with 8-Bit Hit. But
he said it in character.
It does not get dumped over MJTV, and it does not get dumped over the audio live stream if you're listening on, like, what? Odyssey or iHeart or what else? TuneIn. Yeah, it doesn't get dumped on there, but on 104.7, yes, I dumped it because it was truly tasteless and offensive.
He was in character. It was satire. It was satire in character.
And Roxanne, you're a bad person. You started laughing uncontrollably. You had to leave the studio.
Yeah, what happened? Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, that's terrible. How could you laugh at that?
Why'd you run out?
I was appalled.
Yeah, really, Roxanne. Horrifying.
I had to pee.
All right, folks, whatever you do, do not go to MJTV later on and watch the replay during 8-Bit Hit. Do not watch the video. Unfortunately, I couldn't dump it all.
I would like to use this opportunity to promote our TikTok page where I put a dope-ass video of Froggy dancing in Hal Herman character.
Yep.
MJ Morning Show on TikTok.
Dude, no, I told you.
We got to grow this.
No, we're not. I told you to cancel the TikTok account.
We've been told we need to start one.
The TikTok account is a Chinese spy operation. I'm telling you.
So the Chinese are enjoying Froggy dancing as Hal Herman right now.
Really? I want to see.
Hey, Froggy, the FCC is asking Apple and Google to dump the TikTok app from their stores because it is an information gathering, data mining spy operation.
Don't you see that the FCC has a conspiracy against the MJ Morning Show because a week after we open up our TikTok page, they come out with that malarkey?
Dude, I've been saying for a long time that the Chinese Communist government, they're mining data from TikTok.
It is unacceptable that we have 196 followers. Please follow us on TikTok.
I just followed. See, we have 187 now.
No,
that's cool.
I've asked you to cancel the account. I asked you to delete the account.
Never. Oh, we do have 197. Roxanne did follow us. Yes. Thank you, Rox.
Folks, do not go to our TikTok account. Do not. I'm going to have it deleted. All right.
Laugh right
Roxanne, man, this is a crazy Friday show. Today's show is wacky. This is a bonkers show today. All right, Roxanne, why don't you just continue with the pattern? All right. This is kind of gross, but you want to talk about the science here. And hey, Andrew, do you have the promo that we ran yesterday? So every day, as you know, I tease an item. And, well, we're 36 minutes late getting to this.
It's all right. It's all right. It happens.
I teased 8 o'clock, but hey, 8 o'clock hour, right? All right, Roxanne, do you have the... Andrew, do you have the promo? All right, run the promo. This is what ran yesterday afternoon. Listen, Roxanne, that is gross. We're not going to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. It's science.
Who's going to win this battle? Find out 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Find out 8:36 tomorrow morning on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Look, it's 8:36.
I love when Roxanne uses her announcer voice in promos. It's science.
I did that for you.
All right, why does this have to come up?
I just, because I'm interested in it. It's something I've been fascinated with for a long time. And I was trying to do a home experiment with my family and no one would participate.
Roxanne, a home experiment, and you claim that this is science.
Yeah, it is. And people, okay, can I explain? You want me to explain or you're going to?
No.
Okay.
This is all you.
Okay.
I don't want any part of this.
So I am fascinated by the fact that some people can smell their pee when they've eaten asparagus.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. What? You're giving Hal crap?
Oh, my God.
Roxanne, what?
Listen, Some people, if you eat asparagus and then use the restroom.
Yeah, we've all heard this.
Yes, but listen,
yes.
not everybody can. There are, roughly 50% of us who can and 50% of us who cannot.
All right.
And so we were all out to dinner and we got a big plate of asparagus.
Oh.
And so I was like, I want everybody at the table to eat a good amount of this asparagus. And we need to go home and figure out I want to see which genes have been passed on to my children.
Oh, my God. All right, so you can smell asparagus.
Yes, I can. I am a asparagus pea smeller.
All right,
God. Well, no, you're talking about yourself, not to strangers.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't sit out in the bathroom at the meat market and say, what side did you get?
Everybody, let the record show that this is Roxanne and all Roxanne. Now, you can smell the aftermath of asparagus, you're telling me, but Doug, the father of your children,
cannot.
Dig Doug cannot. And you're saying that your research shows that this is genetic?
Yes. And here's the thing. I think they used to believe that some people's bodies produced a nasty smell after eating it.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Stop. Did you have your kids sniffing a toilet bowl?
No one would participate with me. We'll get to that. But then now they're saying, no, what it has to do with is you have anosmia, which means you can't smell it. You just don't have the ability to smell it.
I don't know what's going on here, folks.
So we all ate the asparagus. I insisted that everybody just at least, see if they noticed anything, and no one in my family would do it except me.
It's horrific.
Punishment. I'm looking it up. As per asparagusic acid.
Yes.
And it can start as soon as 15 minutes after eating asparagus and last as long as 14 hours.
Right. And here's the thing too, is it's genetic. So I'm trying to figure out if it's a recessive trait or a dominant trait.
Well, it's the individual, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to see if my kids have stinky, if they can smell it, or if they
obviously
can't.
you couldn't talk your 5 and 2.5-year-old into sniffing the toilet.
Well, I couldn't talk my 2.5-year-old into it, and
I'm going to call DCF on you.
Seriously. It's a non-toxic chemical that's produced. It's a sulfurous odor, which some say is similar to rotten cabbage.
Yeah.
So I've had asparagus before. I personally really like asparagus, especially covered in butter and cheese. But I was having it once, and a friend of mine says, "Oh, I don't eat that stuff. It makes my stuff smell." And I was like, "Oh, really?
Gross."
Yeah, I'm a non-asparagus smeller.
So none of you guys can do it?
I never noticed it.
If you can, you can. Trust me, you would notice it.
I don't take big huffs when I'm in that room anyway.
Is this going to be a tradition on the show? Are you going to bring like gross science to the MJ Morning Show occasionally?
Genetic. It's
disgusting science.
Disgusting
science.
Yeah. There you go.
With Roxanne.
Foul. Science. With Roxanne.
Well,
I like
listen,
it.
the texters are, especially those who can smell it, are chiming in. So I think if you can smell it, you're more fascinated by this than those who cannot.
It's sick science.
Vomit-inducing science with Roxanne.
Can I deliver an uplifting story here?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're about ready to come to the end of the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show.
Mercifully.
Yeah, thank you. So let me just give something uplifting here. I saw this. I'm like, oh, what a nice story. A little 6-year-old girl lost one of her teeth on a United Airlines flight. Do you know what happened next? Well, let me give you a little backstory.
Oh, no.
Little Lena and her family, they boarded a late-night flight from New York to South Carolina. They had a big delay, by the way, weather or whatever, cancellation. They had a huge delay. They had a 36-hour delay. They were coming back from Norway. So Norway to New York, they get delayed in New York at 36 hours, and they finally get on the United Airlines flight from New York down to South Carolina. And guess what? Lena was sleeping on the flight and didn't notice that she lost one of her bottom teeth. Didn't realize it until they were getting off of the airplane and heading to the baggage claim area at the Greenville-Spartanburg International Airport in Greer, South Carolina. Also, Greer is the home of the BMW plant where they make all the X-Series SAVs.
So,
Rox, your X5 made in Greer, South
There
Carolina.
you go.
Michelle's X5, made in Greer, South Carolina. Froggy, your wife Kim's X5, made in Greer, South Carolina. And, of course, folks, when you want an X5 or any BMW, call Gary Gordon at Fields BMW in Lakeland, the official BMW dealer of the MJ Morning Show. All right, so she's getting off the plane, and she notices that her toofus is gone. So the mother and her husband and their son, they were startled. Oh, no. They picked up Lena, and they're trying to get their luggage, and she's like, oh, my gosh, my tooth fell out. She started crying, saying, I have nothing for the tooth fairy. She has nothing for the tooth fairy.
Oh.
So the family tried to go back onto the plane in hopes of trying to get the tooth, but they were unable because the security doors were totally shut. It was 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Well, guess what? Lena and the family happened to run into the flight crew who was running the flight on their United Express flight back to South Carolina. And they saw Lena. She was crying. They asked what happened. And they told the story that she lost a tooth on the flight. Guess what happened next?
What?
The pilot said, that's the brakes, kids.
No,
Deuces.
no. The pilot wrote a note to the tooth fairy. Isn't that nice? So the pilot, Captain Josh, wrote, Dear Tooth Fairy, Lena had a tooth fall out on her flight to Greenville. Please take this note in place of her tooth. Isn't that sweet?
Well, he probably knows her. He's up in the sky.
I mean, I'm amazed there's not more tooth fairy airplane-related incidents.
She probably swallowed the tooth. Yeah, I don't even know if it's really on the airplane. She probably swallowed it.
That happened to my kid once.
Really?
She's still carrying the tooth, if you know what I mean.
So I thought that was a fabulous story. What an uplifting, fine story. From Roxanne's asparagus pea to that.
Guess what?
What?
We're getting a lot of texts on the asparagus pea, and when you do a 23andMe report, they will tell you if you have that gene or not.
Oh my
I told you there's a lot of science here to dig into.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
23andMe and P. Yes, it's a new service they offer.
Yeah. All right. I got to take a quick break, and then we're loaded. Got a long chunk of the MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. Hey, Festival. With Fester and Froggy, Roxanne on a Friday. And Roxanne, if you don't mind, I'm going to push that to Monday. Yeah, I think that the asparagus thing was enough for today.
It put us over the edge.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, disgust.
Yeah, there's something else that Roxanne, she asked us a question. Remember
Just
what?
save it. Just save it.
A couple of hours ago, we're coming out of a break, and I just sounded a little distracted because Roxanne, right when we're coming back live, Roxanne asks a question, and I'm like, what? Your kids are 5 and 2.5, and you're asking me that?
I was curious. It
I have
doesn't
to
mean
know.
I'm going to do
All right,
this,
I have
but
to know.
I was curious for you
All right,
guys.
Monday morning, folks. We'll deal with this Monday morning. You know what? 7:45. Monday morning.
It's a question all parents ask themselves.
That'll be that'll be enough time, I think, to separate from your asparagus thing. So,
Okay.
yeah, we'll do that on Monday morning, if you don't mind. All right, Quentin Tarantino. When I think of Quentin Tarantino, I think of mostly good movies. He did a couple of stinkers. Like, what was the one where it's like a normal movie, and the next thing you know, they go into like a restaurant or a bar, and then it turns into like some kind of vampire hell
Dust
scene?
Till Dawn.
Yeah, what was
that? Was
that?
a Paul Rodriguez movie.
What-
He was just like a producer.
What happened? And I mean, what am I? But I
Death
like.
Proof wasn't that good.
Yeah, was
the
that
double feature?
The double feature, yeah.
That was kind of.
That blew chunks too.
But that's it.
But like the Hollywood one, what's that called?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
yet.
that's phenomenal.
Oh, that is so good.
With Jackie Chan?
No,
No,
I mean,
with the
Bruce
death
Lee?
of what was that?
They worked in the Charlie Manson
Yes.
stuff, and what's the name of the movie?
Something Hollywood.
Yeah, well, look,
The Hateful Eight.
no,
Death
it's
Proof?
it's Hollywood is in the thing.
His latest movie.
It was who was killed? Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
that
that's
was,
not it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It is. All right, Fester, stop. Just stop. Stop scrolling. So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a phenomenal movie. I'm telling you right now, if you have not seen Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time, it's a masterpiece. It is phenomenal. You know, Brad Pitt, incredible, just a superb movie. And I'm looking at the list here, and I'm about to get to why we're talking about Quentin Tarantino, because you just wouldn't expect this to come out of Quentin Tarantino's mouth. And Fester, you're going to be able to totally relate with this.
Okay.
Did he say, all right?
Roxanne, you will also totally relate to this. Quentin Tarantino, this is like his, whose list is this?
This is from Parade Magazine. They ranked all...
Parade Magazine? I thought they went out in 1979.
Well, apparently they have an entertainment section.
I think my grandma bought some foot inserts for her aching feet from Parade Magazine in 1974.
My arches.
They ranked all the Quentin Tarantino movies. From worst to first.
All right, so The Hateful Eight.
Is what? Worst?
Yeah.
What?
They only have 9 movies. Has he only done 9 movies?
Yeah. He's only going to make 10.
Yeah, Hateful Eight. I don't
Hateful Eight
know.
was awesome.
Yeah, I think I like that one. But Death Proof was that was part of that double feature. That was not very good. Oh, Django Unchained was fantastic.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was an amazing movie. Reservoir Dogs is a classic.
Phenomenal.
All right. Then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm telling you, folks, what a phenomenal piece of filmmaking.
You can't describe how that movie makes you feel.
Brilliant. I
Yeah.
mean, just genius.
Yeah, is that great? I have to
It
see
is.
it. I
Number
guess.
4, Kill Bill Volume 1. Number 3, Inglourious Bastards. That's another phenomenal movie.
Yeah, everything he does is phenomenal.
Yes, and the Oscar goes to Inglourious Bastards. Penelope Cruz awarded it.
And number 2 is Pulp Fiction.
So obscure.
Pulp Fiction is another classic. And then it says the top Quentin Tarantino movie of all time, Jackie Brown. It's another great movie.
That's not the best, though.
Wasn't
According to Parade Magazine, it is.
Wasn't Fonda in that movie before she like disappeared?
Yeah, and she looked great in that movie.
Yeah, and then what's her first name?
Bridget.
Bridget Fonda. And remember, sometime I think it was last year, there was a photo of Bridget Fonda, and we haven't seen her like in 20 years, and you would never recognize Bridget Fonda. It is such a transition. If you want to see it, just take a look. Just type in Bridget Fonda picture today, and she's wearing like a gray shirt. She's got a bluish handbag, and I think she's carrying like is it a bottle of water or what? What does she have in her left hand?
What she's carrying is like 300 extra pounds.
All right, folks, it is an unbelievable.
Look at her in that movie first.
Unbelievable transition. You would never believe that it was Bridget Fonda. It's unbelievable.
AK-47, when you absolutely have to kill everybody in the room. Remember that movie?
Thank you, Froggy. All right, so why am I bringing up Quentin Tarantino?
What did he do?
What kids show does Quentin Tarantino say is like the greatest of the decade?
A kid show?
Kid show? So he's got some pretty gruesome movies and some, but he's got a new kid. Isn't he like a new father or something, right?
What? He's like 64.
No, he had a baby in the last, year or so, whatever it was. Anyway,
man,
Quentin Tarantino, he has given this television show the seal of approval. He had his second child, I think it was last week, with his wife.
Oh, it has to be for like little babies. Huh?
And he said that he has an absolute love for this TV show. Fester, it happens to be a British import.
Oh, my God. That's one of my favorites as well.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It is such a good show.
What's so great about it?
Quentin Tarantino says he watches this show a lot with his 2-year-old son, Leo.
I could watch it anytime. I've been caught watching this show without children in the room.
It's like a Downton Abbey treat.
What are you, a pony?
Or
a brony?
It's nothing like that.
What British kid show is Quentin Tarantino's favorite?
As soon as you said British kids show, it has to be Peppa Pig.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Survey says correct.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. And this is Daddy.
Hey, Peppa Pig, hey, watch out if there's plastic in the back seat of Quentin Tarantino's car, okay?
Yeah, he's going to have some barbecue, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But seriously, Quentin, he loves Peppa Pig. I mean, things that you don't expect to hear.
That is weird.
That is just something you never expect. Quentin Tarantino watches Peppa Pig all the time with his 2-year-old kid.
Have you ever watched an episode of Peppa Pig, MJ?
Why would he?
No.
Okay,
I've got an 18-year-old boy now, and Chloe is 21.
I know, but I also know you're you're a consumer of things in pop
culture. Hold on, what did you just say?
I said it would be creepy if he was watching alone like you do.
I thought you said you're creepy.
Well, no.
All right.
That's both statements are true.
It's crazy because the context we just put it in when we rattled off all of his movies that he's made, and then you compare those to Peppa Pig. That's why it seems odd.
This weekend, sit down, watch a couple episodes of Peppa Pig.
Is it good
I do watch
storytelling?
it.
It's good storytelling.
Yes.
There's subtle adult jokes in there. There's subtle shots at British Parliament. It's a lot of things going on. Mommy Pig.
Mommy, why were you screaming? Poke me.
Mommy Pig has this thing.
What kind of adult humor is there?
Hold on a sec.
There's no way.
Quentin Tarantino says that he's working on Pulp Fiction 2.
Oh, no.
And he's trying to figure out how to have Peppa Pig in the basement of the pawn shop.
Pig fiction?
With a ball gag and a gimp.
But the ball is an apple instead of a ball. It's an apple.
You can cut off her pig ear and eat it because it's all good.
That's a good point. Like the apple in the pig's mouth on the buffet table. Yeah. Just, hey, I love things that you never expect to hear. And that's Quentin Tarantino saying that, hey, I watch Peppa Pig all the time with my kid. Hey.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George.
Oh, that's great.
This is Mummy Pig.
And here comes the girl with the nunchucks and all the karate moves and everything.
First of all, jumping in muddy puddles, hysterical every time. Legoland has Peppa Pig Land in it. It's totally awesome. I bear a striking resemblance to Daddy Pig.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy Pig is kind of hot and salty, if you know what I mean.
Hey, guys, guess who called me yesterday?
Like bacon?
Who? Yeah, like bacon.
Guess who called me yesterday?
Could have been anybody.
I mean, Peppa Pig called you. Hello, MJ.
The nanny called me.
Who?
Oh no.
Fran Drescher?
Yep.
What?
My phone rang yesterday, and Fran Drescher is calling me from Hollywood.
What? I made a joke. What are you talking about?
Was it a real call? Was
Dude.
it like a voicemail call, like an automated call?
No, she called me. She
Okay.
called me and me only. Hold on, I actually recorded it. Hold on, listen to this.
Hi there, this is SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher. You recently received a postcard with voting instructions for the new network television code. This is the agreement that covers daytime, late night, variety, reality, sports, and game shows. Your SAG-AFTRA National Board approves this agreement and urges you to vote yes.
All right, it was a recording. First of all, I am a SAG-AFTRA member because of working in New York radio, and I maintain my membership because it's cheap and I get the movie and TV award screeners every year, so it's worth it. I get a whole
Don't
bunch.
you get to vote?
Yeah,
Don't you also get the SAG-AFTRA discount at Planet Fitness?
I don't know, but as a voting member, yes, as a member of SAG-AFTRA, I get to vote for the SAG-AFTRA awards. And I get this voicemail from SAG-AFTRA's president. It's Fran Drescher, folks.
She's the president? I thought it was a chick from 90210. I mean, the woman.
No, the nanny. Why did she do that on my phone line? Hi, this is Fran Drescher, the SAG-AFTRA president.
It's always weird, the presidents of that. It's
Was it
always
like-
the most random. Like, Andrea from 90210 was the president.
Was it Little House on the Prairie person?
Michael
involved?
Landon?
Melissa Gilbert?
Yeah, wasn't she something like
Yeah,
that?
she might have been a past president as well. But the point is, we're in the medium of communications, radio, TV, film. Could they have a better recording of Fran Drescher calling our cell phone? Did they say, okay, we want the crappiest quality recording of all time? Yeah, let's have the nanny call all of the SAG-AFTRA members. And let's have the worst sounding voicemail possible.
Hi there, this is SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher.
You can't even hear her say SAG-AFTRA. It's like it's almost like she said an F there instead of an S.
Hi there, this is SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher.
I thought it was a slur at first. I'm like, what?
Hi there, this is SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher.
Anyway, I guess I got to go online.
Reality.
I guess I got to go online and vote. But if they were the business, can't they have a better record? Was she on her cell phone in the basement of her house? Okay, we're recording, Fran. Go ahead.
What does that go out to every member?
It does.
Jeez.
I don't know how the hell they have my
Leonardo
number.
DiCaprio to hear that?
I guess they do it. Yeah, exactly.
What is this crap?
Probably Brad Pitt. Quentin Tarantino got that.
Martin Scorsese's like, oh,
while he was watching Peppa Pig.
I'm Peppa Pig. This is
Scorsese got that as well.
Come on, Fran.
Martha Stewart.
OG.
When was the last time Martha Stewart had a date? When was the last time Martha Stewart was with a guy?
Well, wasn't she hanging out with Snoop?
Well, they're like a comedy duo at this point, I think.
I don't ever think I heard that they were romantically involved.
Well, I mean, I'm not starting rumors.
I
but
want you to listen to this.
for social life.
This is an audio bite. This is Martha Stewart was on Chelsea Handler's podcast. Now, I'm just being honest. I am not a Chelsea Handler fan whatsoever. I don't care for her at all. But Martha Stewart was on her podcast, and listen.
Speaking of men, what's going on in your love life these days?
Absolutely
Nothing.
zero.
It's-
I had 2 mad crushes in the last month, which is really good for me.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Ew.
All right.
She has a crush.
How old is Martha Stewart? She's got to be, is she 77? 78? That's my guess. I think.
Really?
I think she's like 77 or 78.
Martha Stewart is 80.
Oh my God! All right, it's even more than I thought. Martha Stewart is 80 years old, and here's Chelsea Handler asking her.
Speaking of men, what's going on in your love life
Nothing.
these days?
Absolutely
Nothing.
zero.
It's-
I had 2 mad crushes in the last month, which is really good for me.
yeah.
But it turns out, one of them is married to the mother of some friends of mine, and he's so attractive.
But you can't be a homewrecker.
No, I'm not. I've never been a homewrecker.
Listen.
Never.
No.
And I've tried really hard not to be.
It's hard to.
I've had the opportunity.
Listen, I've seen some of your centerpieces. You're a homewrecker, trust me.
Listen, she's a homemaker.
All right, here, listen.
to be a homewrecker, and I have not taken anybody up on it. And that's really where I meet men. They're
All right, so she's saying that there are a couple of men that are already taken who she's attracted to. Listen.
they're all married to friends of mine or something like that.
Well, it's very difficult because I think there are certain ages we go through where it's very tempting because you want to believe that, oh, maybe this relationship that they're in is temporary.
Or maybe they'll die. I always think, oh gosh, couldn't that person just die?
The wife.
What? She wants her friends to die so she can like pick over the leftover men?
Is it like, is she being sarcastic?
Well,
is that a joke?
If you die, then your spouse is essentially fair game for somebody like Martha. Martha moves right in, brings over some baked goods.
And we're going to take the corpse of your wife and we're going to make a beautiful Thanksgiving table ornament.
Me and Martha.
With doilies.
Freaking the sheets.
Yeah, not painfully, just die. And then,
so,
yeah.
Not
she goes on.
painfully.
She can't
Yeah,
stop.
just let the women die. Leave the guys to me.
Slowly pass away.
Yeah, but it hasn't worked out.
No, it hasn't worked out. But what I would say,
I've tried.
I don't know. I didn't hear laughter. I mean, is she serious?
She's just kind of, I think she's like a deadpan joke deliverer, maybe.
She's going to be 81 years old in a month.
That's
crazy. Oh my gosh.
Guess what all of her lifelong friends are going to be doing pretty soon?
Yeah.
She sounds great and looks good for 81.
Yeah, she's a rich 81, but she's put together. I wouldn't think she looks a day over 76.
And that hard time she did in prison. That
made fun of her, but she didn't complain.
That aged her like 3 weeks.
That's the love life question I wish Chelsea would have asked about.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to hear a theft story that you just don't expect to happen in this scenario? Heads up, folks. If you're on a flight, would you think that one of your fellow passengers would rip you off?
Yes. People are disgusting. Absolutely.
Yeah, why would you trust anybody you don't know?
I think I'm going to get robbed at all times.
That is probably the best policy. And listen, I'm cautious. Like they say, I always have my head on a swivel. You know, it's like, law enforcement officers, head on a swivel, head on a swivel. Military guys, head on a swivel.
That's why you wear that chain wallet. Like you're in 90s grunge.
This is nuts. An American Airlines passenger. Well, listen, I'm always cautious. I tend not, if I don't know you, I don't trust you, all right? Even if I do know you, I don't trust you. You know, like Froggy's situation over here.
Great, right?
But on an airplane, well, I'm still alert for anything, especially, somebody that could endanger the flight. But do you really expect a fellow passenger to rip you off to the tune of 10 grand on an airplane? Here's the story. An American Airlines passenger who was traveling from South America, from Buenos Aires to Miami, was arrested here in Florida for allegedly stealing over $10,000 and 2 credit cards from separate travelers. You're going to love this. Part of the reason why I'm doing the story is the guy's name. Diego Sebastian Radio.
Mr. Radio is a thief?
Mr. Radio. Or it could be Radio.
We'll go with radio for purposes of our joke.
I swear his last name is Radio, Radio. Allegedly robbed 2 women mid-flight while the plane was over international waters earlier this week. Yeah, I've got the federal court documents right here. During the flight, members of the crew saw Radio walking up and down the aisles and sitting in a seat that was not assigned to him near one of the victims. A flight crew member said that she saw Radio with what appeared to be a woman's wallet and asked the victim to search her belongings. The passenger realized that she was missing $10,022. And then another $13,800 in Argentine pesos.
Which is like $8, right?
You're close. It's $109.
Okay, I'm about to say, I mean, the Argentinian pesos, I'm not that worried about.
Yeah. But 10 grand in U.S. currency.
Isn't that like the limit you can travel with? Did I hear
I
that?
think you're supposed to declare, I think you're supposed to declare if you have anything over $10,000.
Yeah, you are.
That's why I always travel with $9,999.99.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A passenger sitting behind the woman overheard the conversation that the flight attendant was having with the woman. Hey, check your wallet. So the woman behind overheard and then inspected her belongings, and she found out that she had $710 missing. And also a bunch of Argentine pesos adding up to 32 cents.
Yeah, seriously.
No, but seriously. So the crew, they notified Customs and Border Protection. They had officers meet the plane while it was landing at Miami International. They searched this guy's carry-on bag and revealed all kinds of loose cash, and it added up to what the victims said they were missing, like $10,700. Is that unbelievable?
Yeah. Jeez.
On a flight, a guy is ripping off passengers, going into their stuff, taking stuff out of their wallet? That's insane. So they met him. They found the missing stuff, the missing money, and then they patted him down, and then they found, additionally, 2 credit cards in his jacket, and both belonged to one of the victims, both credit cards.
All right, so the second lady who had the $710 and the 520
Argentine pesos.
That's $4.10.
Oh, my God.
So I did the conversion.
Yeah, it's not a lot. But, again, folks, if you think you're safe on the airplane, think again. Somebody might be robbing you blind up there.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
Can never relax.
All right, we got to talk about Kim Kardashian, and, well, Adele's also getting poked at here. Did you see the story where Adele... let me do Kim first. Did you see the story where Kim Kardashian, she did, I guess, as an interview in the new Allure? Is it Allure magazine?
Allure.
Yeah. Do you get Allure? Do you ever,
I've read it before.
So Kim Kardashian is listing like all the things that she allegedly does to her face and all the surgeries or whatever procedure she's had done to her face and body. And I guess a lot of people are not buying it. So Kim Kardashian is essentially saying, yeah, you know what? I've had just a little bit of Botox. You know, she pointed to her forehead, between her eyebrows. And, you know, she said that her lips and cheeks have absolutely no filler in it whatsoever. She says that her lashes are all natural. She said she's never had eyelash extensions. Anyway, people are calling BS on this.
Yeah. I don't know if I buy that either.
And who cares if you do? It's called beauty treatments.
Listen, I guess you can do what you want, but...
If you're going to talk about it, talk about them all. If you're
But if you're going to deny that you've had stuff and you've actually had stuff done, you know, you're going to be called out on it. She said, I never filled my cheeks. I've never filled my lips.
What about the other parts, Kim?
Well, we'll get to that here. And then she goes on to say she hasn't done anything else major. And you know, people are saying, no, don't believe that for a second. People are saying, listen, you obviously had liposuction. And so she's opened up sort of a can of worms here that she hasn't had much done, but people are calling her out on it. And then speaking of stuff being done, Adele makes an appearance and suddenly her lips look like she was stung by like 1,000 bees.
I need to see a picture of that.
Oh, no.
Is she having an allergic reaction?
Oh, wait a sec. Adele stung by 1,000 bees.
Get out of here.
Yep. Mm-mm. No, I'm kidding. No, apparently she's just like been photographed.
So she was on a date with her boyfriend.
Her lips are like triple the size.
Holy crap.
Yeah, there's an A-B comparison of like Adele last photographed like a couple of months ago. And then there's a picture of Adele recently, and Adele's lips, literally, folks, I'm not lying. Her lips are now 4 times the size.
Yeah, and you know, they looked great before, right? They were nice, plump lips before.
What is
now
it? What's going on with the lips?
Now they're flotation devices.
What is the obsession, Roxanne? What is the obsession with the lips? Why do people want to inflate their lips?
Because I think our eyes get adjusted to people with big lips. So because big lips are a trend.
What?
Yeah. It's like the big lips
What
that you see
big lips are
everywhere.
my eyes getting adjusted to?
Like Kim Kardashian's or all the Instagram models that you see that have big, plump, pouty, nice lips or models, then people start, that's the beauty trend. That's the standard. So then people are trying to keep up with that. Another reason is because as you age, you get more lines around your mouth. So then people try to put stuff in there to make the lines dissipate.
Especially if you smoke.
Yeah.
It's like Adele walked into Robert's Meats on West Shore and ordered 2 links of sausage and folded them back and just put that on her face.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like.
It is enormous.
By the way, Robert's Meats is not on West Shore any longer.
It's not? What happened to it?
I think they moved somewhere.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
She looks like a different person with those lips.
Yeah, she looks like a person with enormous lips.
You can't recognize her. I'm telling you. You're telling me that the giant lips that she now has, that's not going to affect her singing? She's going to be like...
Hello.
That's
take it easy on me, baby.
Come on. These lips that she just had put on are so enormous. Come on. How can they not get in the way of her singing?
But do you guys want to kiss her more now?
No. I thought Adele looked great before she jammed a couple of tubes of 30-year caulk in her face, or whatever the hell they did. Do they still put like those rubbery Gore-Tex strips in people's lips?
Who knows what they do? Ask your brother.
Yeah, he knows.
All right.
No, that was weird.
I wasn't literally.
Yeah, we didn't want it. We don't have to.
I don't think we. Okay.
I don't know if he's having surgery right now, or he could be in the OR as we speak.
Please leave a message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must be. Or he's out of the country somewhere. That thing went right to voicemail.
Doing a lip job right now as we speak.
All right. When we get back, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. And we have a lot to cram in. And I hate, you know how it is. I hate taking the weekend break and leaving, A-list, top-shelf material on the table here. So I will not leave anything that I think is phenomenal on the table. So hang on. Back in a second on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, where the final chunk of the show is next. You got the MJ Morning Show at Q105. MJ and the gang here, the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. And it's been a very eventful day, I might add. Roxanne, that's pretty uplifting. Can you share this? Roxanne just shared something moments ago as Roxanne pours over the hundreds of texts that come in. And, of course, you can listen to the MJ Morning Show, and you can also participate with our MJ Morning Show. You can phone us up or you can text us, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. You can also email us. For instance, I'm MJ at mjmorningshow.com, MJ at mjmorningshow.com. It's my private email. And you can communicate, and you just got a very nice text.
Yeah, it says, I've been so depressed lately, and you guys are making me laugh and giving me something to look forward to every morning.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I don't want this person to be depressed.
No, I don't at all.
Definitely not.
Hope she didn't hear the Hal Herman joke earlier today during 8-Bit Hit, which I had to dump off the air.
I don't know if it's a he or she.
Did this person feel a lot better after they heard Hal Herman?
Hal feels bad, all right?
Make what I think is the rudest and most hysterical thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
It was terrible. Come on.
And
Hal was out of line.
It was terrible and hysterical.
All right, folks.
Terrible.
Froggy as Hal Herman had a very tasteless comment
about an hour ago
during 8-Bit Hit. And I dumped it. I immediately hit the red dump button, and I'm able to remove it from the broadcast airwaves on 104.7 FM. But I can't do anything about the audio on the live TV stream on MJTV. And, of course, MJTV is available at mjmorningshow.com. The whole show is video streamed, except today because we could not log in because we didn't have the password, and we missed the first 20 minutes of today's show. But I guess that's rectified now.
Yes.
So I'm told.
Which is really no big deal because most of that 20 minutes was just you complaining about the YouTube channel. So.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It's really a wash.
All right, so that's nice, though. And
yeah.
But Froggy had a very rude comment, which I dumped off the air. But
I don't remember.
The point is that it's still on the MJTV replay, and it's going to be on the, it was the live stream as well, because the dump only affects the FM over-the-air signal, because that's where the FCC matters, not on the video stream or the audio stream. But that was terrible. So
Hal
folks,
just got going. He got going. It's hard to reel him in.
What I'm trying to say is do not, folks, whatever you do not go to mjmorningshow.com. Do not click on MJTV. And do not watch the MJ Morning Show live stream for today, Friday, July the 8th, 2022. Do not.
Definitely not the 8-Bit Hit part.
Do not go to the 8-Bit Hit part where Froggy says something just really off color. And
it was Hal, by the way.
I had to dump that thing. Anyway, there's no name on the depressed listener who we make laugh?
No, there's no name. So I don't even know it's a man or woman.
All right, well, listen, thank you for listening. And we hope you work through the depression. And
all right.
Well, hopefully you have somebody to talk to if it really gets bad. But
if not, just call MJ later.
Or just email me, MJ at mjmorningshow.com if anything crazy goes through your head. What if I don't get the email in time? All right. Anyway.
It's Lucas. He's turning 31 on Saturday.
Well,
and he's dreading it. Lucas, 31 is the new 21.
Can we call Lucas?
No, we don't need to call a depressed guy who's freaking out about turning 31. I mean, I may push him over the edge. I'm so pissed off at this guy all of a sudden.
Fester.
I'm turning 31. Oh, my life is so hard.
Fester, come on. He's depressed. Shut up.
Come on, Lucas.
Fester, what are you saying?
I'm depressed about turning 31. Come on, Lucas.
Shut up. Listen, the guy sent us a nice text that he's depressed, and we make him laugh. And now you're like mocking the dude. What is wrong with you?
I don't know he's depressed about turning 31.
All right, so you think he's laughing at the mocking right now?
You're hanging out with Hal too much.
Or not. He's doing one of two things.
Well, I remember, because it wasn't that long ago when I turned 31, and it is kind of hard to get through.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. All right, Fester, Froggy, or Roxanne, who wants to take this? Or maybe all three of you. I would like you
what
guys.
kind of party is this?
What? Said he-
Now it's a party.
What kind of party we at here?
All right, who wants to take this, Fester Froggy?
Oh,
Rox?
three of you,
Oh,
man.
come here, you three.
I want you to try to get ticketed for excessive noise coming from your car.
Oh, I need to hook up my PA system again. I used to have.
Has anyone been ticketed? You know, that new law kicked into effect, I think it was, July 1st?
Yeah, and my kid screaming from the car might get me ticketed.
I used to
You've
have
been on phone calls for that, MJ.
I used to have big 15-inch speakers in my Pathfinder. I need to go find those, plug them in.
Yeah, there's a new Florida law. It's the loud music law, and it went into effect on July 1, so a week ago, exactly a week ago, last Friday. And the law says that cops can write you a ticket if the music or something else making noise from your vehicle can be heard 25 feet from the car.
Man, they needed to have that law back in the 90s. Remember driving around with the bass and it was like...
I have an idea.
You couldn't breathe. The bass was so
yeah.
deep and it hurt your chest.
That's what I was doing right there.
Yeah.
Let's hire a flatbed truck in a metal band and just have
Just
them
rock
play on
around
the back of it.
Just drive
around.
With no restraint devices. They're just standing on a flatbed, just driving down the road.
What if we got a rock
Just
band?
rock it out.
A rock band on the back of a flatbed through the villages.
And I'll tell you what, we ought to get that naked guy that was on the back of the 18-wheeler, the flatbed on I-75 in Sarasota.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that guy.
Why not throw in Chicken Man while we're at it?
We'll put him
Make
on
it
the
a
back.
party.
Man, if you missed that, folks, we talked about this, was it the first hour? Or it was earlier in the show. The video that came out yesterday, there's still shots in video. There was a naked guy on the back of a flatbed tractor trailer. So you got the tractor part, it's pulling the trailer, and it was one of those flatbeds that like carry...
Is it called like a lowboy or something?
I think it's a lowboy.
Yeah.
It carries like a bulldozer or a backhoe. It's that type of flatbed. And imagine you're driving down I-75 in Sarasota County, and literally there's a fat guy with no clothes on that's just standing on the flatbed while the truck is going down I-75 in torrential rain. That's what happened.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, and the if you want to see it, folks, it's up on our website. It's at mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com, and it is in the videos that we mention on the MJ Morning Show. So check it out. I mean, it's crazy. It's insane. All right. The celebrity item that I was just teasing. And, Fester, are you aware of this? Or
I thought I heard something about this maybe a day ago. What'd you call me?
You know what? The update might be Denise Richards is now, I guess, getting in.
What happened?
Two celebrities. Obviously, Denise Richards is one. And who was hooked up with Denise Richards for a very long time?
Charlie Sheen.
Tiger
Yeah.
Blood himself.
Tiger Blood himself, Charlie Sheen,
Oh, yeah.
the daughter of Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen. She's joined OnlyFans, and apparently they're both good with it. Sammy Sheen is her name. And I think it's great to be able to support one another and to not have judgment of what something may or may not be. That's what Denise Richards told Us Weekly as far as the co-parenting of their 18-year-old daughter, Sammy Sheen. So she's going to, take her clothes off on OnlyFans?
I thought they had twin boys, like Bob and Ed or something.
Yeah, that's them.
Bob and Max, maybe?
They say it's Sammy's decision. She's now 18.
Oh,
And-
she's 18 and on. Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right. Well, she's an adult now. She can make adult decisions.
Cute girl.
Great parenting.
Yeah, I mean, she is a cute young woman, but why does she's kind of tatted up already. Look at how many she's got tattoos on her arms and everything. Now, that might have been a, kind of a tumultuous house to grow up in.
You think?
I mean, she was like 10 during all of the
Yeah.
Tiger Blood winning years.
Yeah, I was just going to ask what
Winning!
would you remember that?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, that was me and Fester. That's when we saw him live.
We went to his stupid stage show concert.
Oh, that's right.
It was great.
That's right. Anyway, Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards' 18-year-old daughter is joining OnlyFans. And was there something that Denise Richards might like join her daughter on there? Was that some kind of?
Oh, now it's getting weird.
You know what? I think I'd rather see Denise.
You think? Have you ever seen Wild Things?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. She's 51 now.
Oh, so she's still hot.
I mean, she's still a beautiful woman. Yeah.
And this is pretty funny. Kanye West is being sued by a fashion rental service. He rented over $400,000 in fashion and never returned them.
Isn't he a billionaire?
What is going on here? Ye that's his name now. Ye. No, it's Kanye. So it's
but
Ye.
it's Ye.
Is it? Whatever. He's being sued by David Cassavant Archive for over $400,000 because he didn't return the clothes that he took, and I guess he owes the money. And this is like going on for years. That's nuts. And the guy's got the money. I mean, come on. Before we get out of here, did you see that Tampa International Airport, they're resuming the free tours of the airfield and the airport and the artwork and everything? I guess they postponed them for COVID or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. You know, remember Bo Zimmer?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Bo Zimmer remember he was a reporter for years on Channel 10. And Bo Zimmer is now in the communications department at Tampa International Airport. I got his number. Hang on.
He's related to the late, great Don Zimmer.
Oh, really?
He's a grandson. Yeah.
Grandson.
Related.
Grandson. Thank you.
I'm calling Bo Zimmer because he's at Tampa International now. And I want to see if we can get on one of the first tours.
Hello, this is Bo.
Hey, Bo Zimmer, MJ Morning Show, Q105. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Did I see a story that the Tampa International Airfield and artwork tours are going to resume?
That is correct.
Dude, can we walk across the runway as like a Southwest 737 is taking off?
Well, we can't walk in front of any air traffic.
Why not?
We could maybe hang out in the grass along the side and watch it very close.
Right. Now, what about the movie Tin Men? You ever see that?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, dude, you're in the airplane business now. You're in the airport. But have you seen Airport 77?
I've seen a lot of the different airplane movies.
Right.
That's where we're going with this.
Yeah. Then I was going to ask you next. Did you see Airplane? You know?
Oh yeah, one of my favorites, and the sequels.
Do you have anybody in the communications department that speaks jive?
Remember that scene with Barbara Billingsley? That's right. That's
one of the greatest.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
That was Leave It to Beaver's mother in that airplane scene. Anyway, listen, Bo. The reason why we're calling is I saw when do the tours resume?
So shortly after COVID, kind of started getting a little bit less tense. We started bringing some of those back on a request-only basis, and we actually put it back out on our website that we have resumed them, and now all of a sudden we're getting a lot of attention on that. I think there was a lot of pent-up demand for people who wanted to go out, see different aspects of the airport. You know, there's a lot of different things about the airport that maybe you don't notice when you come through on an everyday flight, including some of the art exhibits. We got the big flamingo. In fact, the ceiling tiles are just now getting ready to start going in to finally complete that project. But there's art all over the airport. So we do a tour that's just for people who are into art. There are other tours for people who are into more of the aviation.
Bo, listen, I want to throw luggage.
Yeah. Can we drive a luggage cart, Bo?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to unload luggage from like a Delta flight.
I think what we should do is take Fester down into the bowels of the airport and let him do some of the luggage for a day.
Hey, by the way, Fester, did you have an issue with the luggage carousel at Tampa International in high school?
Yeah, many years ago, Bo, a couple of friends of mine and I thought it'd be a cool idea to just lay on the luggage carousel and go back behind the area where the guy loads it a couple of times. And
yeah, that would be fun. I just want to make sure you don't get stuck in there.
No, that was not a good idea. Next thing you knew, like airport police were ripping them off the conveyor belt.
They come out with weapons drawn. They thought we were doing something so nefarious.
Yeah.
You know, once you go back into that area, you are technically in a sterile area of the airport.
Exactly.
So you've technically gone into an area where you are definitely not allowed.
You can't do that. Hey, by the way, I have been invited Tampa Airport Police have invited me to do a ride-along, walk-along to, kind of shadow them to see how they operate. Hey, Bo, can we set up in the very near future, after the morning show one day, that the whole morning show, we come do the tour out on the runway and everything?
I think that'd be great. I would love that.
Now, is this tour appropriate for kids also, or is this a family tour? Are you looking for, what kind of people can take this tour?
Yeah, so we actually have tours geared for different age groups, too. So we have tours that are geared for kids, for younger people. I think the minimum is we like to have at least 5 people on the tour. But even for families that might have a special needs child who might be have some issues when they're trying to fly or get through security, we've got special tours for some of those kids to kind of familiarize themselves with the airport that maybe the day before they're flying.
All right, now, can I get a safety vest and those flashlight things? Can I wave a plane into the gate?
I'll have to check on that. We might need to get some special FAA clearance on that, but if I can make it happen, I absolutely will.
Well, speaking of FAA, can I go into the tower and give instructions for takeoff?
The FAA, and of course, we're a separate entity from the FAA. They're very strict nowadays, especially post 9/11, on who they allow up into the.
Well, I'd love to, when you have the British Airways flight take off, I want to say, Speedbird, you're now cleared for takeoff,
Yeah, well, and you've certainly got the voice for it. I think you could, potentially make that happen.
All right, I got to run. We got to wrap up the show, but I'll be in touch. I'd love to get the whole crew out for one of these tours after the morning show in the near future. And if folks want to sign up for a Tampa International tour, what do they do?
So they can go to our website at tampaairport.com and then just type in tours. It'll come up with all the information, including the different types of tours, and you can sign up, send us an email, we'll get you set up.
Awesome. Bo, thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, we'll talk soon. Yeah, Bo Zimmer, he was formerly a reporter on Channel 10.
Yeah.
Now he runs, communications over at Tampa International Airport.
Good
Fantastic.
for Bo.
All right, we got to go. It is Friday. It is the weekend. All right, before we roll, I want to talk